Hello, everybody at home. Welcome back to the Hogeki Heroes campaign, the Trials of the Wickermen. Today we have everybody here. Hedge is running late, so that's why his camera is blacked out in the bottom right. Everyone else, how are y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
I'm alright.
Kind of vibing. Somewhat.
Kind of vibing. All right, all right. Well, hey, last time I was like, because I know there's a lot to get through, so we'll get this kind of started a little bit quicker. The wedding happened. There was the wedding between Vanhana and Raldos. Everything went off there fairly smoothly. Isaac was the center of a good bit of controversy, as his date ended up being basically a second in command of the Solitudes, and he threw a wine glass at the leader of Nair. In addition to that, there was a bunch of like conversing around with people like the Mimithians. Josaku had to talk with the Empress. And then once everything was said and done, the Empire decided, as I revealed, that it was in cahoots with one Nirvash, who revealed himself with a very special.
I give you the gift of destruction.
And that's where we are. There is a surprise round at the start that I did not realize several characters got. So, before we get started in anything, we will get started with people who have surprise rounds, and they will get to go. First up, Jose, you. Yosaku
I'm
has the
first?
higher initiative than all the other people with surprise rounds. So let me zoom in. You're down here. Oh wait, I need to share my screen because I'm.
Wait,
stupid.
do I?
What do you mean?
Maya's initiative was higher than mine.
Right?
Right.
Oh wait, no, you're right. My bad. Okay, well in that case, the first person to move in terms of that thing is actually Maya. So Maya is going to. Why can't I move? Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong freaking tab. Maya is going to move from up here as Josaku. You see her basically like leap over to here, over to this dragon, and then out from almost nowhere, you see her pull out these twin white daggers. All right, and she basically goes in and makes two attacks at this dragon. They hit, and it fails its saving throw as you see it tense up, and it is now paralyzed until the end of Maya's next turn.
Oh.
Josaku, now it is your turn.
Okay. I'll be moving here. I'll say, stick with me, Maya, and now I'll attack this big old thing as well.
All right. I need attacks. All right. That hits.
Okay, so shredding AC.
The shredding AC is unhit, so now its AC would be lowered by 2.
Let's go.
Uh, 18 hits, 17 hits. Wait, you're at 3 attacks?
Yeah, I'm at 3 attacks. I'm level 11.
Holy shit, okay.
Yeah.
By
These
the
are
way,
the damages.
initiative. Sorry, by the way, I needed to roll Varys' initiative, and I'm just going to put him in. Right, once you have that going, you have dealt your damage. That is an extra 23 damage plus the 17. That is 40. All right. All right, next up in the surprise rounds. Going to 1 second. I need to move this math over. All right. Next up is going to be Melina, who leaps over the table, basically gets it over here compared to the dragon. And then is going to do, so he's going to start by bonus action, Hunter's Mark. From there, she is going to do her, do her attacks with the Obsidian Star, going to burn a thing. It hits. Unfortunately, it does pass the Obsidian Star's saving throw. But with all said and done, after sneak attack and everything, she's going to do 41 damage to it. Next up, there's two more on the surprise rounds. First up is going to actually be Vanna, who is going to hit this dragon with the Synaptic Static spell. Gonna fail its saving throw, and she deals 24 damage to it. She's going to bonus action, give Mantle of Inspiration. Let me see distance wise. Ooh, okay, within 30 feet. Her Mantle of Inspiration, the cost of a bonus action, she's going to give all 5 of these people around her bonus HP. Next up is Plasia, who's going to do Conjure Fey to summon a Mammoth. I put a Terrastodon on there because they're basically the same thing. And it's going to attack, dealing 30 damage to this dragon. All right. And with that, now I need saving throws from everyone.
What?
Everyone?
Everyone. This is the Roar of the Black Death.
Oh, I got a 2.
What if-
Oh, was this the wisdom?
This is the wisdom save. This is a. Let me double check to make sure I got what kind of thing it is. Correct. This is a. Roar of the Black Death. This is a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, nat 20. Would you look
Holy.
at that?
Okay. What is the number on that?
Total number is going to be 22.
22. Okay. Pod, what did you get?
I don't know. It's not rolling it for me.
Oh,
But that's because it's still broken.
Oh, it's still broken then. So go ahead and just roll a just straight up d20 and then add your wisdom save modifier.
Okay. 19 plus 9 for 28.
28. You actually pass. So you are actually Pensy and Amelie are not rendered unconscious. Josaku, what did you roll?
Rolling. Or what?
That's
Yeah.
actually huge because because otherwise you would have been knocked completely unconscious.
Oh, do I have
that's a
to
big deal.
roll 20?
Wait, did it? Just roll it wherever.
Okay, I'll plus 6.
6. 22. You fail.
I fail?
You fail because it required a natural 20 version of that to pass for the saving throw. You are rendered unconscious.
I'm going to use my Indomitable.
Okay, give me a reroll.
I hit this nat 20 right here.
You need a 19.
Oh, I need a 19? Okay.
You need a 19 to pass.
I have 2 options here. No!
All right, you have to take this roll now. Indomitable actually doesn't allow you to lucky it.
Oh, I should have luckied first. Okay, well.
Yes,
I'm
you should
unconscious.
have. Because lucky is only overwritten by things that say you must use the new roll. So,
Crud.
there you go. You are unconscious, and so is Maya. Malar failed, so he's unconscious. Jade is unconscious. And here is unconscious. So yeah. All right.
Oh my god, of course they are.
Yep. There's a lot of things unconscious. So first up, we're gonna have someone who isn't unconscious. Justicar Solana. The very say up over here. She is going to cast Confusion on the two people out of that lineup there on the side that weren't knocked unconscious. Those people being Harglith and Din. Din is going to pass his saving throw. Harglith is not. She's then going to back up and basically like pull the royals like together behind her. Next up, Isaac, you did fail your saving throw, so you are unconscious this round. Next up is going to be Misha, who was not knocked unconscious. She is going to jump out of here as you see that the gloves that she was wearing actually did mask something. She brought her wraps and her bracers underneath them. She is going to do her attacks, and she gets some advantage because of Maya stunning, paralyzing the dragon. Wait, Jose, you did roll with advantage, right?
Roll what with advantage?
Your attacks.
Wait, I had advantage?
Yeah, the creature was paralyzed.
Oh,
Roll me those same 3 attacks again real quick.
okay.
I just want to see if
hit
you
all of them, didn't
if you hit a nat 20. Because if you hit a nat 20,
Yeah.
that changes things.
Nat 20 would be pretty nice. Let's.
One. Yep.
Okay, right here, right here.
And one more.
No.
Nope. Okay, so everything still obviously hits because you had advantage, but no nat 20s. Misha throws out her attacks. First one, she's going to do her Draconic Breath from being a dragon monk. And then she is going to do other attacks, and she ends up dealing a total of 40 damage over her attacks. Next up is Silta, who is unconscious.
Ignore that. I fucking
Say what?
ignore that. I'm
What were you saying, Pod?
sorry. I accidentally clicked on something. Please ignore that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, but Pod, you're good. There's literally no worries. Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up over or something like that. That's just it's a misclick. It's whatever. Silta is unconscious. Chaz is up. I swear to God, I didn't plan this one. I didn't like fudge this roll. He actually did this. He's gonna walk his ass up, and he is going to attack with Whistler. As y'all hear that distinct whistle come out from the side room, those of you that are awake can see out of the corner of your eye, you see this blade glowing with holy magic come down and just absolutely annihilate this dragon. He crit. He's also an assassin paladin. So he crit to the tune of 133 damage on attack. So yeah, then once he did that, he used his bonus action to channel a Thunderous Smite into it, do it even more, and his second attack, because he is an assassin, dealt another 20 damage. So yeah, that thing got dealt a lot. Next up is going to be Chantiz, who is unconscious. Unconscious, 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 oh, wait. Yeah, you are unconscious. Unconscious, unconscious, unconscious. Melina's unconscious. And next up, as you see over on this side, the Dragon Prince, as you see him jump up onto the table, leap into the air, uses bonus action to drop his thing. Let me do this. As he turns into his dragon form.
Oh, he's cooked.
You say that. Or is he cooking?
Oh, okay. I'll let him. I'll let him.
Yep, as again that disappears. as you see this giant muscular silver dragon hovering over everybody. He is going to unleash his breath weapon attack, hitting everyone in this cone. Or this cone. He's letting it out to hit both Keon and Nervosh, both of whom fail and end up taking 60 damage. Next up, we move back over to y'all's side, as at your table, Pensy, you hear, "The pride of Moradin will not be overcome!" As Admor squares up. He ends up getting closer. And you see him grasp this hammer that's hung at his side. Then he chucks the damn thing. He chucks it several times, because every time he chucks it, it bounces right back to his hand. Ends up doing a bunch of damage there. To the tune of 17 on the first attack, 18 on the second, 16 on the third. And then Pensy, you and all of the dwarven nobles at that table gain 25 temporary hit points.
Oh. Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot.
He has a magic item that has that ability to give, on a bonus action, it gives 25 temporary hit points.
All right.
On the next initiative, he's supposed to be after him. Durin is going to try a legendary action attack onto Nervosh, and he is going to miss. Next up, she's unconscious. Durin's going to try again. Misses again. And on this one, he finally hits and deals 20 damage, but here's the problem. It's Nervosh's turn. And he is going to prep a 9th level spell, as he's going to cast
fuck.
Psychic Scream. Let me pull up the thing and just ping the spell. Display spell card in VTT. Whoops, that's only supposed to be in this one. My bad. Alright. So yeah, he's going to do that, except all the way over here on the side, you'll see with Nervosh, one of the members of the Arcanum is going to counterspell it.
And then the counterspell.
And then the member of the Stirlings is also going to counterspell. And then another member of the Arcanum is going to counterspell. And she succeeded on the roll. So did he, because he had to use a luck point to make it to actually hit the DC required to counterspell the counterspell. So, Nervosh's Psychic Scream fizzles. Oh, I just squashed the shit out of my finger. Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, I just squashed the shit out of my finger between my chair and my desk. Damn. Alright, next up is going to be Barxius, who is going to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise, and then fire off Eldritch Blast at her. She's going to take 2 of those hits, but because of Tasha's Otherworldly Guise, he gets a second action. He's going to do it again, and he crits on 2 of them. I swear to God, I didn't plan that. It just happened. So she ends up taking a lot of damage. 70 of it, in fact.
Oh.
But in response to attacking one of her main guards, Keon is going to use her legendary action and spend all of them to do telekinetic fling on Barxius. So he gets flung straight into this wall and takes 44 damage, which automatically breaks his concentration on Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. Yeah, I know, right? Where is Hedge? All right. Next up is going to be her, Sung Se Bin, the member of the Starlings that just got fucked up. She's going to cast Vortex Warp and pull this member of the Arcanum, Zorlik, over towards her. He's unconscious. He cannot resist it. Now back on this side of the room, we go to everybody's favorite character, Rex. And by that I mean nobody likes the guy. He is going to make an attack. Yell at Sordell, defend the ministers! And then he is going to land his attacks, channel some Divine Smite and Blinding Smite into it. Ends up doing a decent chunk of damage, about 48 of it. And then we get over here, where it's a good thing that actually... I just realized that this turn order is out of order. This is supposed to be here. And Varys is here. Oh, wait. I fucked that up. My bad. I've also been forgetting to click the thing. Ozykis is unconscious. But now, it is Venhana's turn. This is why I hoped Hedge would be here by now. Because it's about to be fun. Because Venhana turns over to Varys and says, look, buy Raldos some time. And going to turn him into... Varys is now a motherfucking T-Rex.
Oh.
Because she cast Polymorph on him. Let's see. Let's see if Hedge is there. If not... by the way, Amelie, you would be the only one who actually could have heard this. Something that happened up front.
Alright.
So towards the front of the room, because how close you were, you would have seen Hedge sprint up towards Raldos and shout, transform, transform, transform at him. He says, I can't. Buy me some time.
Okay.
So now, Hedge Rex is going to move over here. I can't really fit him very well on it. But now with the T-Rex, he's going to... Here we go. T-Rex. Plus 10 to hit. Let's do it. All right. I will let... just because the fact Hedge is not here, I will roll this for him, and I will use the hero die. And that is a hit on the bite attack. Proceeds to do 31 points of damage on this guy. And then the tail attack, which also hits and deals 27 damage. All right. So now that Hedge's turn is over from there, it is the time for the Death Dragons. Let me back up. Okay. I need saving throws from, let me see. Okay, if you were in a cone that I mark out here, you are going to need to give me a saving throw. Actually, no. Josaki, you automatically fail. I forgot.
Wait, isn't this thing
Conscious.
paralyzed?
Until the end of Maya's next turn. Maya's turn already passed in initiative order. She was unconscious.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh. So now you see this guy's going to take it. You will take 22 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
One moment. Okay, Maya will also take 22 points because you automatically fail those dexterity saving throws. Misha passes. So she only takes 11. Let's see. This one, Melina's going to take 43 points of necrotic damage. As are all of these nobles. Who are now... Whoop, that was supposed... There we go. Who are now zombies!
My fucking god.
Yep, and, hey Isaac. I'm sorry, my guy, you're in the same stance as the person who just took out, who just dealt all the damage. So you will take 35 points of necrotic damage. As will Admore, and as will this tiefling, who also turns into a zombie. And that one who turns into a zombie.
On this dragon's attack, can I cutting words to damage?
It is a breath weapon attack. So it is actually like it's a saving throw, not like a true attack.
No, I know, but I can cutting the damage roll.
Okay, who would you like to cutting words on?
The dragon right there.
Oh, does it cut it for everybody hit by the attack?
It's any damage roll, so yeah.
Oh, I did not know cutting words worked like that. Holy shit.
So that's gonna cost a bardic, and what do I roll?
I think a D8 or is it a
it's
D10?
a bardic roll, yeah. So
D10.
it's a D10. Not a lot, but yeah, 2 damage taken off.
So yeah, Isaac, give yourself back 2 hit points. Let's see. This dragon is going to deal 46 points of damage and hit everybody there. Wrong one. Is it? Yep, that one. There we go. All of those people are now zombies. This one, way up at the top. Zombie, 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 zombie. This one, I think. I remember where these went. Ah, up here in the middle. These turned into zombies as well. I don't think either of these guys did. Nope. Because again, they died to the breath weapon attack of a death dragon, so yay, all zombies. I think this one, yep. I wonder if this one also did. Oh, it did, yes.
All zombies.
All zombies. This one, I think it hit to this side. This one hit up here. Nope, wrong one. Nope, just those two, huh? And then this one aimed it actually at Chaz exclusively. Because he was the one doing that. He was the only one in range if they were going to hit him. Way the hell down here. Here? Oh wait, y'all can't see my thing. Why is it not broadcasting it? That's weird.
I saw a cone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool. All right, and then this guy is going to do it this way and hit the Terastodon. Chaz saves his saving throw. The Terastodon fails. So Chaz only take half damage, 18. Terastodon takes 35. Up next, because of being confused, Harglith, which is with his reach weapons over here, is going to punch Nora with his tail.
Oh, great.
Let's go.
Yep. Harglith, because again the confusion spell, he rolled attack a creature within your melee range. All right. Next up is going to be Pensie's turn.
Yeah, okay. We're going to use Rowlithim's Psychic Lance,
On which one?
the closest Death Dragon.
Closest Death Dragon. Okay, so for you, that would be this one right here.
Yes.
Let me move the camera over. I'm just going to zoom it out. That way I can get more of the page. All right, so this one over here. All right. What is the saving throw?
19. Intelligence.
19. Okay, 1 second. It is probably going to fail this. Let me drop dice. And it does.
Okay, so it takes full damage and it's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
It is incapacitated. Okay, that is really good for it. Say for you. All right, how much damage again?
It's the 24. It's rolled down here.
24. Okay, sorry. On my thing, I've got about like 5 different things up here trying to
No worries, I understand.
get that going. Yep. All right. Next up is going to be Rie over here, who is unconscious. Next up would be Narcia, who already spent something to counterspell Nirvash, and is going to try and make turnabout fair play by casting Psychic Scream of her own. But Nirvash counterspells it at 9th level. So yeah, it does nothing there. And then she is going to start moving in this direction. All right. Next up is going to be Lao Hu, who is unconscious. Actually, he was. Next up is Kion, who will move here. And everyone in that cone has to take damage and roll a saving throw. Unfortunately for these nobles, they're unconscious. So dead, 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 dead. Ozykis fails his saving throw. Disma passes hers. And the dragons each use legendary resistances to overcome it. Next up will be Vanna, who's going to try to go for a big one. She's going to cast Feeble Mind on Nirvash. And then he's going to use legendary resistance. Next up is Uliri, who is going to cast Gravity Sinkhole. Fucking love that spell. I love Graviturgy. 1 second. I have to pull it up. Let me ping the spell. Spells. Gravity Sinkhole. Or display on VTT. Normal roll. There you go. That is what that spell does. And she is going to do. She's going to do it to where the rest of y'all don't get hit. In this like little circle around the dragon, and it is going to take 27 points of damage. All right. So next up is going to be Ulster's unconscious, Callista's unconscious, Zorlek is unconscious. Tamar is going to also have a glow up. As she is now in her dragon form here between these two dragons. She shouts out to her brother and her mother, "Protect the people." And she is going to fire off a ice breath here, up top. That is going to deal 63 damage to them. One of the dragons fails, the other one passes. Next up in the turn order is little bastard Karn. He's unconscious. And then next up, Jose, you may want to be paying attention to this one.
Oh gosh. What happened?
As you see Masao, the man called the Silver Slayer,
Oh.
grab a hold of the blade on his left side. You see him. 1 second. I'm going to post it in chat. Grab the bolide blade.
That's sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
And he's going to use its ability, Star Shower Saya. You see where his blade was drawn before? He sheaths it before quickly. Then he's immediately shot in this streak of light, harmlessly passing through everybody through it, but he arrived on location. He arrived where he wanted. Right here. For those of you that can't see it on the big screen, he's right next to Ozykis. As what ends up happening, makes his sword strike, he hits. And as he hits, you all see, those of you that are awake, see this light erupt from Ozykis' chest where the sword cut him. These bands of light come out, where they immediately turn into magic missiles. Doom, 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 doom. As you see Ozykis go to the ground, and the magic missiles continue to pepper his body. As the old man of the Arcanum is dead. He basically pulled a Virgil.
Oh my god.
Also, hello, Hedge. Oh, well, he was here, mother... Okay, now he's back. Hello, Hedge.
Hello.
So you missed it. Lots of people died. Ozykis just died.
Nice. Varus is next on the list.
Well, Varus is a T-Rex.
Nice.
Yeah, Van Hana used Polymorph on you. Also, last week you said transform to Raldos. He said, I can't. Buy me some time. All right. Ozykis was the guy who was going to be Amelie's grandfather-in-law. Yeah, he's dead now. Pod, I'm sorry. Alright. Sordell is... Yeah, I know there's a lot of dudes, but part of this is also I get to kill off a lot of people here. Unconscious. Tamar is going to then now do legendary action tail attack on this dragon, which when it gets pierced through the head by the tail, it dies. Next up is going to be another legendary action after Aravis' turn, leading to this dragon taking a bunch of damage as well. Before here comes the big one. As you all hear, "You killed my son! I will roast you alive!"
I didn't get any of that.
You killed my son. I will roast you alive. As the queen turns into her full draconic form. flying over, and then letting loose with a breath weapon attack that hits both Nirvash and Kion. All right, but yeah, now the Dragon Queen is in full play. Let me see. Did Nirvash Legendary Resistance that hit? Yes, he actually tanked it. Kion Legendary Resistance it because it was a breath weapon attack that hit for 72 damage. Next up is going to be a legendary action by Nirvash, actually. He's going to Psychic Step over here. Let me zoom out on this thing, that way you can see him having moved. Right. Next up is going to be Din, one of the members of the Sterlings. Let me actually move her to back. Din is going to sprint over and... Wait, does he not have enough movement? Let me see. I thought he had more movement. He does have exactly the amount of movement as he runs right past everybody and straight to Justicar Solana. Reaches for the pendant on his neck, grasps it before his fists turn on fire. And now it's his turn to start swinging. As he starts swinging at Solana and ends up dealing 33 damage to her. At this instance, Kion will actually make a tail attack against Durin, which will hit as you see the tail slap against the side of the dragon, dealing 15 damage. Next up is going to be another legendary action attack. This is a claw attack that she's going to do against Durin, dealing another 12 damage. And Raldos, you see Varys. You can hear Raldos start casting this spell. You don't hear what it is, but you hear the words of, "Let all of the multiverse hear my words. Let the creator Ao give me his blessing." Jade is unconscious, Patience unconscious, Plasia. Yeah, I can promise there will never be a battle like this again. It's more so like I couldn't figure out how to do this without doing it like this. Plasia is going to Eldritch Blast at this dragon down here, dealing damage, and thanks to T-Rex Varys, it's dead. Which now the Terastodon, I keep forgetting to swap it back to a line, is going to make a beeline in this direction of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This. Okay. Next up is going to be Amelie. Odd. You're up.
Yeah. Amelie is going to start her turn by moving in front of Mailer. She's
Mhm.
going to try and use her action to shake him awake, pleading for him to wake up.
Roll me. Trying to think of what would be a good roll for this one. Roll me Arcana.
Damn it. 4 plus 4.
With a 4, he doesn't wake up. But it's not over yet, because on the start of the next round, that is when everyone who was asleep is now awake. So, is there anything else you would like to do with that, with the rest of your turn, Pod? I will say that costs you a bonus action. Unless you want to do something with your bonus action, I could say it costs you an action.
I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'll use my action to summon Snuff, and I think I'm gonna end my turn.
Summoning Snuff. Okay. Let me go get Snuff. Main campaign. Here is Snuff. Let me give you control over him. And let me give Hedge control over the T-Rex. Alright. Next up is going to be Solana again, who is going to Flurry out for 6 attacks at Din. You deal a bunch of damage. Misha over down here is going to keep attacking for a bunch of damage. Hedge.
Yep.
Your boy Chaz dealt 133 points of damage on a smite crit sneak attack.
That's my goat.
133 points of damage. Also, send me your camera when you get the op.
I'm not gonna turn on camera today. Sorry about that. I have a
Oh, okay. Then let
Yeah,
me actually swap this then to this. All right. So now that everyone is awake, Silta is going to move over here. Is over here. Is going to breath weapon attack at Ravage. He's going to fail the saving throw. He's going to take 17 points of radiant damage. Next up is Chaz, who can't really attack a dragon that doesn't exist anymore. So he's going to move up. Let me pull up his character sheet to make sure I have his movement correct. Da-da-da. Chaz. He's going to move up 30 feet and then throw Whistler. Which is going to do thing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tamar on the bottom, and then he is going to throw Whistler to do another sneak attack smite with, with the dancing blade, with his legendary dancing blade, for 45 points of damage. Let me make sure that I did this right here. This is number 10. Huh. All right. Well, next up is going to be Isaac. Oh wait, why did I do Chaz? I should have been Isaac next. I apologize. I'm also looking at a sheet that has all of their actions prepped.
So I have a few questions. So first of all, when I turn into a unicorn, do those attacks count as Drake Siphon attacks?
I will say yes. Oh wait, oh my god, I just got what you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into a unicorn with my action.
You were going to turn into a unicorn. Okay. Let me get that unicorn token. All right. Upload this unicorn. So via the power of, of your reverie, you are now a unicorn. This and controlled by Phil. Go for it.
Okay, that's my turn.
You're not moving?
I don't need to.
Huh?
No, I can teleport up to a mile.
Oh shit. Welp. All right. Then Misha's turn. She hits with all of her attacks, and now the dragon in front of you guys is now stunned because she did land her stunning strike on it. A bunch of damage. That is 25. That is 20. An additional 21. That is 40 as that dragon has now taken a beating. Silta's going to do breath weapon attack. Chad's going to do his thing. And then comes, then comes Chantiz, who is a blood hunter, so there's a lot of stuff that he has to do. He is going to, in order, do a bonus action Crimson Right. He's going to take 2 damage. He's going to attack with his action On his first attack, he crits. So as a reaction, he gets to activate his Blood Curse of Exposure, which means that even through Rage, Harglith will take full damage of this attack. And he's going to activate his Brand of Castigation, so he's going to do even more damage to him for a total of 39 on that first attack. And then Chantis is promptly going to eat shit as his second attack rolls a nat 1. Alright. So let me move Chantis over to where he is. Going to be right up. We do bring to front. Right over here. Yep, he is going to beat the shit out of Harglith. Next up is going to be Nora, who really doesn't care about anything that's going on. She's going to walk over here and attack both of these nobles with Serpent's Malady. They are dead. And then Ravage is going to do his breath weapon attack on Silta and this guy. And I think these guys too. I think it's 30 feet. Let me double check. Right, and that attack has Drake's Breath, 30-foot cone. Yep. So that means everyone in here. It means dead, dead, dead. Lots of damage dealt. All right. Next up is going to be Ziga Rosewind down here at the bottom on the left. This pink one right over here. Gonna do her action to do greater invisibility. Going to then action surge to attack Narcia over here. First thing's gonna hit. After she bonus action favored foes. Second attack also gonna hit. Gonna deal a ton of damage there. Now, for someone in the party actually knows, it is Maya's turn. She's going to stand up and then start wailing on this dragon again with her daggers. Abstinence and chastity. Bad news for Josaku. Those are actually the names of her daggers, by the way. That's not me making that up. But yeah, she does that. The dragon passes the saving throw, but it does take 35 points of damage. Now, the pyromancer of the Arcanum, Nerali, over here, is going to actually cast Wall of Fire. And is going... Apologies about that. My headset died.
No worries.
All right. Let's see. I said it's Nerali's turn. She's going to cast Wall of Fire. Let me see if I can... Any way to draw a box on this thing? Rectangle and fire.
If you, there you go.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Wall of Fire over on the left. Actually, probably needs to be 5 feet downwards. Yes. Wall of Fire, as somebody's saying, get them out of here. Basically trying to zone off Nirvash and everyone else there. Trying to zone off the Sterlings from the people. Now, Josaku, you're up.
Yeah, I'll just wail on this thing, sure.
Wail on the thing. Okay, go for it. 21 hits.
Let's go.
Roll
wait, do I have
damage.
advantage.
You do have advantage. It is stunned. Alright,
Okay.
roll damage. Okay, next.
Advantage.
Wait, that should be 1d10, not 1d8. You rolled the wrong version.
Oh, whoops.
There you go. Still damage there. Okay. Second attack hits. Roll again for advantage.
Or that was with advantage, I think.
Oh, it was? Okay. 12 damage. Okay. Your third attack. That was with advantage.
Yeah, I got a 2 and a 3.
That misses.
Oh, damn, even with the -2, damn.
Oh, wait, -2. I forgot about the -2 that came from Godraiser, so that's a hit.
Oh,
As you hit it, and this thing fucking dies.
Let's go.
All right. Next up, on this big smorgasbord of a table, we're actually going to have
the heart later.
Yes. You have Kari up here, who is now going to, as one of y'all would have seen probably, her pull out this big-ass crossbow almost out of nowhere, out of this little handbag that she has, pull it out and just start blasting. She's going to deal some damage there, and now it is the turn of Disma. Over here, member of the Arcanum. She is going to cast Holy Aura on all the living members of the Arcanum that are nearby. Basically everybody but Ozykis and Zorlek, because Zorlek is out of range. So that's her turn. And now, up somebody else y'all know, Hedge, your goat gets to go. It's Garam's turn.
My other goat.
As he's gonna say, "You're really pissing me off!" As he's gonna march forward up here. As he rages, he's also going to go ham with his axe. And with his bonus action rage, he rolled a 1 on Wild Magic Surge. The dragon failed the saving throw, which means that now he gets to swing. And he is going to deal a whopping 67 damage between those
Does
two
he get
things.
advantage? Because it's incapacitated.
Oh, I did not roll with advantage originally. Let's see if he got any natural 20s. No natural 20s.
Okay.
Because he hit already. Yep. 67 points of damage to that guy. Now, it is our dear Melina's turn, who, from a seated position, I could say that, Isaac, you would see Melina laying on the ground, pulls another dagger out of her arm, and tosses it at the dragon in front of her, and you see this thing reel back. I can't believe it. She fucking crit. So that's 107 points of damage from Melina. So yeah, after that, she can't move because of steady aim to give her advantage to be able to crit like that. So she's stuck on the ground. Next up is going to be Prince Durin over here. The prince is going to try to get his breath weapon attack. He does not. He's going to say he is in the air, and he's going to move a little bit closer to Kion. That way, he can just wail on her. His first attack is a bite attack. That's a crit. Second attack is a claw attack that hits, and third attack is a claw attack that also crits. And you hear him shout out. You can all hear this in his saying his deep, dragon-filled growl. You have no army here, Kion, and even the mighty Nirvash can't defeat everyone here. In response, legendary actions from the Empress, who is going to do a claw attack at Durin, which is going to hit. And now it is time for Princey's buddy Admore to join in the bonk. The pride of the dwarves is here. As he is going to, I literally have it written in my notes. Admore bonks dragon. boom, 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 throws his hammer. It bounces back as he's going to deal another 53 points of damage at this dragon.
Damn.
Uh,
It's got to be hurting.
this thing is on like its last breath. This thing is on its last freaking leg. It's very close though. It is very close. As now, Levlith down here is going to activate her Ioun Stone of Mastery. She's then going to telekinetic shove Masao 5 feet that way. And that is the end of her turn. This guy up here, the barbarian of the Sterlings, is going to go up and basically swing this giant circular maul and just like swing and take out both of these nobles at the same time, as they are both dead. As now it is Nirvash's turn. And here comes the big part. Let me see about this. Can everybody zoom out and look at the cone up at the top?
Yes.
That's a big ass cone.
Dude,
Everything
so
within
dead.
that has to make a Constitution saving throw, as he's going to use Breath of the Dark Scourge. Going to use his breath weapon attack. As y'all hear this otherworldly roar as he does. As y'all see, an entire section of the church has been blasted away. People are sent flying. I'm just going to go ahead and let me make sure I got all this right. There.
Remove everyone in that direction.
Almost everyone. So, these two tables may as well be gone. This table is... Whoop, that's the wrong one. Did not mean to get rid of the Dragon Queen. Gone. Set to back. Gone, 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 gone. 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 And all of these dragons even got hit as well. To the tune of 79 points of damage on that breath weapon. As you hear Nirvash call out,
Who said we were alone, Princeling?
next up, gonna be Barxis, who is going to polymorph his comrade in the Arcanum into a Spinosaurus. So yeah, now there's that on the board. He doesn't really have a bonus action to do. But then, this chick over here for the Empire is going to move out of the Ring of Fire. And then is going to Power Word Stun on the Spinosaurus. And there's nobody left to counterspell it just because of the fact nobody's counterspelling that. Next up, Rex. He's going to try and... I'm going to move Varys a little bit, that way I can get to him. Going to try and... Oh, a bitch. There's so many things on the board, I can hardly move it. Yeah, I'm never doing a combat this big again. Going to move... Why don't I just make a line? There, with his movement speed. Try and defend more people. Vanhana, while she's concentrating on polymorphing with a polymorphed Varus, who, by the way, you'll notice even as a let's say Varus, when you raged, what form of the the thing did you make? What form of Sakara
I did the harpoon just so I could get there as soon as I could.
I thought you did that based on your movement speed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I used the harpoon for its movement speed.
Oh. Well, then on the tip of your tail, you notice that you have this almost like jagged point. And across your neck, you have let's say you have the belt of Sirach.
Ooh.
Ozykis is dead. Vanhana is going to try and guiding bolt at Masao. As you see her reach over fire, easily bats it away with his sword. Varus, you're up.
I don't have the T-Rex stats on me.
Ooh, one second. I forgot to send that to you. Tyrannosaurus Rex. This. Hedge, you are a T-Rex, motherfucker. We all love T-Rexes. You have 50 feet of movement. I will say, given the fact you are raging, I will let your barbarian ability go if you would like to move even more.
I think 50 feet.
But if you are within 50 feet, you do get say into the realm of say you can get in range of either Kion or Masao.
I'm gonna get to Keon, I think is his name. Or something.
Yeah,
Right.
Kion is the big blue dragon.
Yeah, I'm going to hit. Okay, well,
All right, roll me attacks.
Let's see. 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its tail.
Mhm.
Roll for bite.
And I will say they count as magical.
28 for 37 damage.
Where did you roll this? I didn't see it. Oh, okay.
It's on. It goes to DM. I'm not sure why.
Look at the bottom. You can
No, I'm
Oh,
rolling
did you
it
do
from
you did it
through
from
through like D&D Beyond. I clicked on it and it showed.
Monsters default to 2GM. Okay. So
Oh.
yeah, you had 28 to hit. That hits. 37 points of piercing damage.
And if the target is medium or smaller, which is not, it's grapple. But it's
It is
I'm
definitely
sure
not
it's
medium or
big.
smaller.
Yeah.
Are you also
I
going to do the
will
tail
roll.
attack?
Yeah.
26. That hits for 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
And that is my turn.
Yep. All right. And now the death dragons are kind of wondering what the fuck to do because there's not as much to do here. The one next to you guys is dead. The one here next to Melina does get its breath weapon back, and it deals 30. Say it blasts it out for 35 more points of damage. But Melina is the only one caught in it, and she made the save, so she only takes 17. This next one up here, it is going to launch attacks against Garim. Let me pull this out. And where did Garim go? There he is. All right. First attack from the Death Dragon misses on Garim. Wow. Second attack misses. Third attack hits. Finally, one of them hits. But he's raging.
Wait, which one's attacking?
This one right here. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
not that one, not that one, not that one. This one.
He's
This
still
one is attacking
incapacitated.
Garim. Oh wait, you're right. It is still incapacitated. I keep forgetting that thing is incapacitated. I need to mark it.
It's about to be over as soon as I get my turn.
I'll just do that. This one doesn't have anything to attack, so it's gonna do 1,
Save
2,
us.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's gonna attack this noble right here. Dedge. This one is going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, because it flies over.
Damn.
This one is also going to fly, but it is going to fly up over here. This one way up here. It's going to make its attacks. And it is also going to fucking eat. So Dedge and Dedge. This one up here, 4 or 5. Gonna make its attacks. Dead. Dead. One is gonna fly down closer to you guys. Let me actually.
Ooh. What's up, buddy?
Yep. It does not have the range on the. Well, it is gonna make one bite attack at you, Pensy.
All right.
Right. Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, my AC is 12, so basically everything hits.
Okay. So you take 10 points of piercing damage and 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, that chunks into my temp HP.
Uh-huh. It is then going to claw at this guy. And he's dead. Next up is this one, who is going to fly over here. And Dedge. This one is going to try and attack at. I would say it's going to get its breath weapon back, and it's actually going to breath weapon attack at all 3 of the people right here. Let me do right here. So it actually only hits Chaz and Tamar, who are going to both pass it. So they only take 16 damage. At the end of that turn, Durin is going to legendary action, hit Kion. That's 20 damage. And then you'll hear something. Does anyone look up?
I'm not looking up.
I don't.
Anyone
Sure,
else
why
want to
not?
look up? Well,
No.
through the now collapsed roof of the church, you see that that hidden in the clouds, Steel Dynasty skyships have started to lower, and at the bottom of the 10 closest to you, there are portals open on the bottom. Still in next turn is going to be our boy Harglith, who is going to still be confused, and he's going to make a random melee attack at Chantiz. Going to hit him for 23 damage. Before, oh, he's supposed to be. Next up is Pensy.
Yes. Okay, so dragon's no longer incapacitated at the start of my turn. Ooh, boy.
I wish he would have moved over here.
How big is the... ...20 feet? Who's right here?
Right where? That is Rosny. She's one of the guild leaders. She's on your side.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, I'm trying to get 20-foot circle to hit only enemies here, but
I mean, if anybody can tank it, Rosny is one of the bulkier mages, so like if it takes out the dragons, it's worth it in her eyes, probably.
so I can hit all 3 dragons, but it would hit her as well.
Okay. Make it happen.
All right, then we're
Dragon
gonna
number
synaptic
5,
static.
4, and 8.
And
Wait, you're gonna synaptic static, or you're gonna fire? Wait.
I don't have fireball.
Okay. I'm so used to hearing fireball whenever that spell happens, whenever it's like that.
Yeah. So synaptic static, 5th level spell slot.
All right. Intelligence saving throw, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, good thing for you, Rosny is an artificer.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she can probably pass this really easily. Watch as I just jinx the shit out of her. Okay, Rosny passes with a 30.
Damn.
I mean, again, level 16 Artificer. And then these dragons. What is the saving throw?
That's a 19 intelligence.
It is a 19. They all three fail. How much damage does everyone take?
So it's 27 each. And,
All right.
she'll take half, so
13.
13.
Yep. That is dragons.
And then for the next minute,
4, 8.
they have to roll a
5.
d6 and subtract that number from all its attack rolls and ability checks and Constitution saving throws.
Right. Well, this one here is just dead. The one closest to you does take, and they have what?
They need to roll a d6 on all of their attacks and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
All right.
But they can also roll an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of their turns to break it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I in melee range of that dragon? I am, right?
For the bite, you are.
So would it get
but-
a reaction if I'm moved?
I will say in this case, no, because of the fact that it's intended that a bite is kind of like a whole thing. That's why there's only usually one bite attack. So if you want to move, that'll work. I would also move Genria because she does not have a lot of HP.
Do I move both of us?
I mean, you can move over towards her. You got to figure out what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll take a few feet of movement, and that'll do it.
All right.
Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna bardic. Isaac.
You're gonna Bardic Isaac. All right. And you used your previous turn to turn into the unicorn, so you're gonna teleport next turn. Next up is Lauhu, Josaku's childhood hero,
Dude.
who is going to jump up. He's going to say he's leaping off a table. He is going to cast his Hexblade's Curse onto the prince. He's then going to Divine Smite and then swing his attack, but because of the fact he's so high, he'll only get one attack. And he's going to do 59 damage to Prince Durin. But while he's in the air, he gets his ass whacked with a tail attack by Prince Durin. He's going to take 14 of his own. It is now Dear Rie's turn. Rie is going to use all of her movement to get over towards the Saitos. She's going to grab Hisoka and Sakura. And those three... Oh, what the heck? Are then going to be dimension dooring out of an open window. Let me move them. Jose, if you want to look at where your future mother-in-law is, look at the top. Say, in your future sister-in-law, look at the top right.
Top right.
They dimension doored.
Oh. Okay, I see.
Rie got them the fuck out of there. Alright. Next up is Narcia, who is currently stunned because of power word stun. Next up is going to be Kion, who is going to Psychic Step as a bonus action out here. And she, after hearing the roar, said, I don't recall coming alone. Or I don't recall saying I came alone. As he sees her start to take flight, though, Durin is actually going to hit her with a... You forget the sky is my domain! And he is going to activate Aurora from he's going to activate the thing of his reverie, which is as a reaction, they have to make a saving throw or else they hit the ground. All right, let's see if she makes the saving throw. She does not. So Kion comes crashing to the ground and takes 26 points of radiant damage. All right, all right, all right. So now, given the fact that she can't move, with that, as she crashes down, you hear that from Skyward. Prince Durin is flying, by the way, so if you're looking at spells that are going to be on the ground,
I'm not worried about him right now.
okay. Sounds good. Next up from Keon is going to be Vanna, who is actually going to help you guys out by, let me make sure I'm not going crazy with the AoE on this. This is the point of the prep where where what y'all do starts to affect things. She's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern, 30-foot cube. Okay. So then, wait, does a unicorn have ability where it can't be put to sleep, or it can't be charmed?
No.
Condition immunity's charmed.
Oh, okay. I guess I do.
So that means that now Vanna is going to or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Everything in there is now charmed except for Isaac. There. Everything in that. So it cannot move, so if you want to attack it, you will have advantage. Uliri going to move up. Actually, she's just gonna fireball the shit out of this dragon right here. She's going to deal 26 damage there. Headmaster Lone Brace is gonna fireball the shit out of this dragon, and it's gonna take 26 damage. This. I'm not fucking anything up. Cool. All right. And now it is Callista's turn. And as Sordell yells, Callista, run! She is going to... Yeah. She's also going to Dimension Door out because of the fact that she was told to get the fuck out of Dodge. And now it is the member of the Arcanum, Zorlek, who's going to cast Dispel Magic on the Spinosaurus. There was a traitor in the Arcanum as well. Now,
Oh my god.
with Tamar, yep. With Tamar here, she is going to basically just wail on these dragons, as she's going to move a little bit over. That way she can body block for the Royals. And she is going to deal out all the attacks that she can at this guy. And this dragon, number 9, it's dragon number 9, is going to take a total of 48 points of damage there. So now with that, it is Karn's turn. Way up at the top. Question, have any of you ever seen the spell Albidalzim's horrid writing?
I don't think so.
No.
Wilting and no.
Horrid wilting, you're right. Horrid wilting. Well, he's gonna cast that on the table next to him. And yeah. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, as all these people up here at the top, they die.
Oh my god.
Yep. You see with that 9th level spell that or that 8th level spell that he cast, he drew all the moisture from their bodies. You just saw it get sucked out of them. That kind of way. And next up, another roar. All right. But now, back down to the bottom, as it is Masao's turn. As with Ozykis dispatched, he's going to start going elsewhere. Oh, wait, no, wrong one. He's going over here to Disma. And he is going to swing the house at her. Let's see if I can figure out the whole way that he's doing this. He's going to bonus action give himself his fighting spirit. He is then going to sacrifice part of that to give himself an additional attack. He's then going to swing for 4 attacks. And at the end of it all, he's going to deal 97 damage to her. Not fun with the samurais against you, is it, Jose?
Oh gosh.
Now it is Sordell's turn. He's going to try and he's going to make his move. And he's also going to Misty Step. So he's going to Misty Step and move and get right over here next to Sordell. Actually, he ends up, right next to Masao. He actually ends up right here. He's going to swing his first attack, which misses as Masao ducks under it. His second attack, you would see him go up, and Masao activates his defensive duelist.
Oh my gosh, no.
Bro, this dude is basically a level 17 evil version of you. I patterned his build after Josaku.
You know what? He's better than Saku.
He is.
What? Hello?
Yeah, I mean he's a level 17 samurai.
Oh my gosh. No, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna beat him up in a fight. You'll see.
No, you're not. We'll see. But yeah, do that. And the third attack, though, Sordell does make connection as it does go into Masao's armor. Going to deal 16 points of damage. Next up is going to be Areva of the of the Sterlings, and she is going to cast. Is going to move up and cast Mass Healing Word on all of her allies. I think it's... No, wait, it was there. She's going to cast Mass Healing Word, so Sordell's damage on Masao may as well not have happened.
No counter spells?
The fuck, really?
I mean, everybody's kind of worried about other shit. They're not worried about a Mass Healing Word. They're worried about somebody popping out some 8th or 9th level spells, because, like, you know, this one still hasn't popped out any sort of 9th level spell. She hasn't popped out any 9th level spell or anything like that. Oh, and once she heals everybody there, she's going to pull out her radiant pistol and shoot it at Sordell.
Oh my gosh.
But it looks like a laser pistol.
What? They just have my stuff. They're stealing my whole flow.
They
This is all your
are.
fault, Jose.
It is. Oh man. Oh, and let me show you the picture of it, Jose. Let me show you even more. For reference, Kiwi, one time we were doing this like lore one shot or like couple shot where we were getting Reverie for another player character who's coming back after a while, and I said, yeah, you can get like uncommon level items, and then all of a sudden, as a fucking monk, Jose pops out, and I'm gonna attack him with my laser pistol, and you could just see the gears of my brain turn on, like, wait, what the fuck? Huh? I didn't approve that!
It was a pretty good moment.
It was an amazing moment. That is one of the funniest moments of the campaign. Alright, but yeah, she's gonna hit Sordell and deal 18 points of radiant damage to him. Or 15 points of radiant damage to him with the roar. I'll say with that. So now, it is... Wait, where did the queen go? Oh, because I accidentally deleted her frickin' turn like an idiot. 1 second. Let's say, wait, wasn't the queen first on initiative 10? She was. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, so now she's going to try and take some swings at Nirvash now after he just beat the shit out of her. Her bite attack will hit. That deals 22 points of damage. Her claw attack misses. She rolled a natural 1. Her second claw attack will hit. But then Nirvash is going to legendary action, psychic step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to move over here. And she's going to try and fly after him. Next up is Din, who's going to keep wailing on Solana with his Fist of Flaming Forceful Fury. He's got multiple items at play here. 16 points of damage on the first attack, 19 points of damage on the second attack, 12 points on the third attack, and 15 on the last Flurry of Blows. As there's another thing you'll hear now. Varys, you would see Andilius reach over towards him, towards himself, Venhana, and Raldos, and set down and hold an orb in his hand out in front of him before they disappear into this glowing orb. This is just sticking there.
Wait, what happens?
Basically, they are in this sphere. There's this 10-foot sphere around them where it looks like you can't see in. You don't know what's going on there. You just saw him hold some sort of glass ball of an item, and now Andilius, Venhana, and Raldos are all in this sphere.
Wait, who cast that?
That would be Andilius.
Andilius.
Down here. The leader of the Rune Readers.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yep. Alright. But then sounds that shake you to your core come raining in. Now it is Raldos' turn. He is inside of that glowing orb. As now it comes to Lady Jade. As you all still here around the table look at Jade. And she says, "Sorry, gang. I didn't sign up for this." Raldos has been casting a spell the past 2 turns, Phil. He's still channeling it, but before the sort of globe thing disappears, you say, "I call upon every single power that exists, gods of Abilene, hear me." But Jade is going to twist her ring, her gateway ring, and it is going to cast Gate as she falls back through the floor. And whoop, Jade is gone. She noped the fuck out of there. But here comes something that'll I think Pod will appreciate. It's the way for less people to die. Pacian is going to say, "Feel the wrath of the Stormbringer!" as he is going to cast Fireball with Transmuted Spell as a Tempest Cleric, making sure that he will deal a max damage Lightning Ball right on top of these two dragons. Right up here. Less people die, yay! But it does deal a maximum, because of the fact that he is he is all of those class combinations, of 72 lightning damage. Let me figure out which dragons these are. There are 9 and 10. Who are now Big Dedge. So,
Thank you.
say what?
Nothing. No, my roommate was leaving. I was
Oh,
just doing
gotcha.
my thing.
All right. Next up is Plasia, who is going to fire an Eldritch Blast over at the dragon that is incapacitated. It's going to hit, and it is dead. This dragon is now dead. Pod, it is your turn.
Alright. Reaction. She is going to turn to Mailer, Amelie, and she is going to look him in the eyes, tears pouring from her eyes, as she says, "Leave. Run. Get out while you can."
No, they don't.
And with that, she turns away. Give me a second to figure out her movement. Okay. Alright, so Amelie is going to run forward, leaping onto one of these dining tables. And I'm gonna... actually, no, I'm gonna leave Snuff here. Because I think I have an idea.
Okay, go for it.
For my action... Okay, so I am going to try casting Fireball just a little bit beyond this blue token over here next to Durin.
Uh-huh.
Let me double check the range.
Right there.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm trying to hit with my evocation thing. I can sculpt it around anyone who is non-hostile, and I'm going to use my 6th level spell slot to cast Fireball. Just about the only good level spell slot I have left. Dexterity saving throw 19 from all enemies within range.
Woo! Okay, so the only person you're sculpting it around is Durin, right? Because everyone else in that range is hostile.
Like I said, anybody in there who's hostile, I'm casting it at 6th level with my evocation thing. I could wrap it around anybody.
Pod, I love this. All right, let me pull up their stat blocks. That's Sung Se Bin. That's Shiyazu. And I would say this goes through on counterspell because she wouldn't say because they would be more focused on this giant ass dragon that's right on top of them and the fact of the whole table of high level mages around them.
All right. I rolled 3 1s, I believe. I am going to use my crown feature, my catalyst feature. I'm sorry.
Yes, so I need you to reroll me
and
3 d6s.
Yes.
6. Okay, so that adds 4 damage. So that is 42 points of fire damage on a failed saving throw. Okay, this is spicy. Amelie packing the heat. Let's go. All right, so you hit him and Zorlek. Okay.
All right.
The
That is my
Zorlek being a
action.
warlock, he does not have the spell slots. Okay, I need to roll the saving throws for them real quick. Let's figure this out. Okay, first up is going to be Shiyazu, the orc. What is your saving throw?
19.
19.
Dexterity.
He fails, but he resists fire damage, so he still takes 21 points of fire damage. Sung Se Bin. Fails! 42 points of fire damage. Lao Hu Fu.
Oh, and
Fails!
because I am casting it with snuff out, I believe I can add a D8.
You can.
So
roll
that
me
is an
additional
additional
D8.
fire damage.
Woo! Okay, that is a lot. You see that basically this blonde elven woman has been taken. She looks like she's like knocking on death's door at this point. Like she's fucked up from this shit. Holy
Right.
shit, you dealt so much damage. Lao Hu Fu
And-
fails. Areva fails.
Yeah, just give me the okay when everybody is done, because I think I know what I want to do for my bonus action.
And Zorlek, who does resist fire because he's a tiefling, fails. 25 points of fire damage to him. That's a lot of fucking damage, Pod. I love it.
Spell.
Okay, bonus action. What you gonna do?
Alright. Is Mangler willing to teleport?
Mailer does Mailer does know a teleport spell, and he will be running as soon as it hits the start of the turn. Because I have it where all of the non-player characters basically will move at the start of the say at the end of initiative.
Well, let's get him moving faster. Where's the nearest exit that Snuff can teleport him to? Is there a broken window or anything? that we can
Yes,
climb out?
all of the windows are broken. Around where
Alright.
you guys are, every window over here is broken. If you would like to teleport him over here, you can.
Okay. I can only teleport him 15 feet, but yes, I would like to.
Okay. All right. So let's move him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2. Hold up. 1, 2, 3. You got it started.
Yeah.
All right. And with that turn, that was a good turn. Now it is Rosny's turn. Who's gonna fire over here at dragon number 5? You see her prep her storm hand gauntlets and fire off. She's going to blast both bolts at it, basically a double lightning bolt spell. It's going to deal 71 damage as this dragon is dead. Now at the start of initiative, we have people trying to get the fuck out of here. Maller is going to cast Dimension Door and get all the way the fuck over here. Lord Lee is going to do the same damn thing. We'll say that there's like a conglomeration of the non-combatants over here.
Thank you.
Say that they start to run. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, everyone who doesn't fight is running now. Because they are finally able to. 1, 2. Actually, hold up. 1, 2. Oh, he's apparently supposed to turn into a zombie too. Whatever. Four, 5, 6. Oh, that one's apparently also supposed to turn into a zombie. 4, 5, 6. Any other nobles up here? Oh yeah, no. She is going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6. 5, 6. And we'll go 2, 3. Running and oh yeah, these two. And 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. Okay. 5. 6. Okay. With that, it is now all of say almost all of them. 1, 2, 5, 6. All right, as you see, all the non-combatants basically trying to run the fuck away. Ooh, and the Elven King and Queen. 1, 4, 5, 6. All right. So now it's Justicar Solana's turn. She's going to take some swings at Din. Going to do a total of 53 points of damage. He's going to hurt Isaac. Make it happen.
I teleport onto the back of the Empress's thingy, onto the Empress's back into my turn.
Teleport, is that an action?
Yes, that is all I can do.
Okay, okay. It is fine. Okay. Misha is now
Like, in
going
the middle of her
to
back.
say what?
Like on the middle of her back.
Oh no, I know. I'm doing. There's a thing to this that I've got to figure out how to work.
Okay.
Because she's gonna try and fly with you off, and it's gonna get you an opportunity attack. All right. So Misha's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to start beating the shit out of this dragon. Let me pull up her character sheet for her attack. This is about where I stopped prepping for it because I figured by this point, okay, everything's gonna be so shifted compared to what I planned, just because these fuckers are gonna go insane if they actually get a chance to do it, and I was right. Okay, so she's going to do her unarmed attacks. Let's start with that. That is 2 hits. He's going to deal. I know there's an extra thing here. Prowess. Okay. Gonna do this. Shit isn't working out right. Damn it. Okay, she's gonna do 1d8 plus 5. Sorry, plus. Actually, no, it's 1d8 plus 8. Gonna keep doing that one. She's gonna do that 4 times, including her flurry of blows. Because she hit on all of these attacks. Just do this 3d8 plus 24, 7, and that is on dragon number 2. So it is dead. All right. Next up is going to be Silta, who's going to do another breath weapon at Ravage. Let me do this. And yep, Ravage needs to make that dexterity saving throw. And he fails, so he's going to take Okay, well, it's supposed to do 3 of those, so I guess now I'm rolling that 3 times. Holy shit, Ravage is getting junked. 27 points of damage. All right. Go Silta. Next up is Chaz, who doesn't really have anywhere to go, so he's going to bonus action dash and get over here to Masao. So now once there, it's sneak attack time, motherfuckers. With your boy Chaz. Let's do Whistler attack. At advantage because he is flanking. Those actually miss. Did I give him lucky? I did not give him lucky, so damn. That first attack misses. Second attack with Whistler. Oh yeah, that's an easy hit. So now it is time for some sneak attack damage. The first up. Oh, it did it on its own. 27 points of damage there. And then he's going to throw a second level divine smite or a first level divine smite into that, so that's an additional 2d8. Additional 7, so that's 34 points of damage to Masao. Chantes is gonna make his attacks against Harglith. My god, this guy needs natural 20s. Yeah, he hits. I'll have to figure out the damage later. Harglith is still up. Problem is, now he's got Nora on his ass. I'm gonna skip the parts of combat that don't involve you guys, because nobody's in the range of like dying except for one person. And I'll deal with that when it comes to. What's up?
Can I ask who that is?
Yes, her. She's the only one in the realm of being like low enough to actually be in that range.
Okay, thank
It
you.
is now Maya's turn. She turns to you, Josaku, and says, "Where are my mother and sister?" She really doesn't know where to go from here.
Did I see them get Dimension Door?
Do me a perception check. Let me see if you did.
22.
22, you did. You did see it. And you can see them kind of like off on the side. You can like see just out of the corner of your eye. You can see Rie and Sakura and Hisako all there.
I'm gonna point and say they're safe.
Next up is going to be Nerali, who's going to take shots at Masao, because everyone is at this point. I'm going to do that. Josaku, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna point to where they are for Maya. And then, what can I do here?
Yeah, you're a bit. Most of the things for y'all to fight are a little bit out of it. The only things on the board right now are the Sterlings and Nervash and Kion.
Here.
So what you doing?
I'm gonna move here.
Gonna move?
And end my turn.
You didn't move. Where are you moving?
I moved from here to here.
Oh, okay. You moved to the other side of her. Okay. Kari, this thing's the OC. Disma's gonna cast Heal, healing every single member of the Arcanum, as well as Durin. He's gonna heal Durin as well. Garim, with no dragons to fight, he's gonna go off and start swinging at this guy. Melina is also gonna go back, kill these 2 zombies. Do it. Durin is going to try and fly over and do that and attack at her. Admore is going to join in over here. And at this point, I'm gonna say that combat is kind of effectively over because of what's about to happen.
I don't like
I will
that.
say that there is one thing. Say things that start to happen, and then I will go through how they happen, and then you can do it. If everybody could zoom out on their map, if they could zoom out to 10%.
10%?
10%.
The map kind of disappears when I do that.
Oh, then 20%.
Yeah.
As on initiative count 17, you see a gargantuan white dragon drop out of the sky.
White specifically?
White.
Okay.
And then you see this over the coasts. You see out of another ship that was in the sky this giant bird-like dragon fall as well. And as that happens, Kion tries to move away. Phil, I need you to make me a reaction. I need an attack. This is an advantage because of the fact that you technically have sneak attack on this, because of the fact that Durin is in melee. So technically you are flanking. I need you to make this. That was with advantage.
Yep.
Was that with Drake Siphon?
Yep.
That does not hit.
Yep.
As you fall
Wait,
to the ground.
Who's attacking?
Wait,
That
why
was
am I
Phil.
falling to the ground?
Okay.
Say what?
Why am I falling to the ground?
Because she's shaking you off.
You have Bardic, if you want to
Oh,
add
wait.
it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did give you Bardic.
Roll a d10.
Oh, a D10. Oh.
Yeah, roll a d10.
Yeah, you add it to your attack.
With an 18, that hits.
Let's go.
Crimson!
See,
It meets it, beats it. As you see, as you stab in, as you feel the words of Pensy coursing through you, Isaac, you feel your horn. You feel it go in, and you feel it lengthen. You feel something happening here. Oh, did it not add the fucking thing to my... The fucker. 1 second. It didn't add it to the damn... It didn't add it to the game. But... Okay, let's see. Let me do this now. Yeah, no sus on this one. As Isaac. Phil, I would like to introduce you to the first transcended reverie of the game. Gaze upon the perfected version of Drake Siphon. You see it?
Oh, okay. I had to load it someplace else.
nice. Kind of cool looking.
Oh, that looks really cool.
It is a short sword that you can throw. In addition, your dexterity is increased by 2.
Oh shit,
Whoa.
let's go. And I resistance to psychic damage.
You already had resistance to psychic damage, actually. But now, this blade does plus d12 extra damage to any target it hits. This becomes 2d12 against draconic enemies. If you apply sneak attack to a draconic enemy, you heal for 5d8. If you apply it to anyone else, it's 5d4. You have advantage against, let's say, on attacks against draconic enemies, and you automatically succeed on all saving throws pertaining to dragons. Oh, and I forgot to say, they
Jeez.
also, dragon, anything that is of draconic origin has disadvantage on attacks against you while wielding this dagger.
That's crazy.
For a collection of gods, you do not think very deeply about a question. What does a dragon value most? Itself. So that is what this dagger will steal. The very essence of the dragon itself. Those
Now, once
rolls
we
I
get
had you make all the way back, Phil. I had you make some rolls all the way back, and you got the best one for it. You got, on your major beneficial property, you got the property that actually allows you to add 2 to any ability score. And I rolled on a dice. I rolled 1d6 to see, and it hit dexterity.
Ooh.
So officially,
Damn.
Isaac is the most dexterous person in the party. Suck a dick, Josaku.
The stars aligned to make this happen.
Yes, they
I'm catching
did.
a stray for what?
Because he rolled a D100 to get that beneficial property. Because it's the hardest one to get. Because it's the most powerful one.
Good lord.
Kind of makes me worried about what other people get, but
I had to make Drake Siphon a little bit more heavy loaded on its abilities because of the fact that most of it is so dragon specific. Most of them won't have quite as many full on abilities as Drake Siphon, or as many individual stuff, but it's because of the fact that Drake Siphon otherwise would easily be the weakest Reverie if it didn't have all this other stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of just like a fancy weapon when it's not against dragons.
Yes. But it still does a lot of shit, even when it's not against dragons, in this variation.
Yeah.
The fact that it gives you the +2 to it and everything like that, it's crazy. Let's see, what else is there in terms of the dragons coming in, because we ain't even close to done. Oh, well, how about this one? Bam, by the way. You are in your Kinless Summer form. So remember, it takes the damage, not you.
Doesn't damage carry over after?
After. You're not falling that far.
Okay.
Like 40, 50, it's like 50 feet. Okay, let's see what else is there after Vako. Next up is going to be, where is he? Bottom left. Let's say if you look at the bottom left of the screen, you then see that as again dragons begin dropping out of the sky, left and right, before one drops into the water as well.
Oh my god.
I don't.
As you see one dragon of each chromatic and elemental type dropping out of the sky from the steel, from the Sapphire Empire ships. But as they've all appeared on there, Nirvash with his thundering voice, behold. Well, is my voice changer didn't work, did it?
No.
Nope.
Damn it! Behold. Damn it, is it?
No.
Hello? Damn it, it's not you. Okay, well. Behold my dragon flight. As he throws out his arms, and again, as you see 10 ancient dragons in addition to Keon and whatnot using this. As they're doing this. Let me refresh Voxel, see if Voxel will work if I do this.
Oh my god, what's gonna fucking happen to Mailer and Rie and everyone else.
Do you all have any last words? Damn it! Damn it! I hate that this voice changer is finally not. Say it's not working for once with that. It's like, do you all have any last words? As then Andilius, say that orb disappears, you see this glowing white light in Raudos' hand. 5. I wish you were gone. No! And you just hear him screech out, no, say no, as you see all of the dragons try to converge on Raudos' position. But as he holds up his hand, this blinding flash of white light encompasses everyone in the area and everything. You can go to here now. As combat is over, because when you all open your eyes, they're gone. You all are stepped, as they are left standing in the ruins of this once beautiful church, surrounded by bodies of various tiefling nobles, people missing, the marks of dragons, left behind. As you all then see Raudos there. As all of a sudden he just pukes out this mountain of blood and falls to the ground. As people rush to Raudos' aid, everyone is standing around trying to heal off. You see the Arcanum members go over and do it as Amelie, once the dust is cleared and everybody comes back in, Malor comes in. Where's my grandfather? As the other members of the Arcanum hang their heads.
She has nothing to say. Once she realizes that everything is over, she simply sits down on the dining table and starts to cry.
You're not the only one. Trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Did everything go? Or somebody asked that question out loud. Shantae, in fact. Where the hell did they go? Where are they, Mage Khan?
Can I say something, Ipa?
Go for it. You are now in Varus form.
Instead of yelling at the Mage Khan, get the injured out of here. That is our number one priority. Not Vahiven. The injured. We figure that out later. Move!
You're right. As everyone does start to move the injured and hang out.
Is there anybody I can save?
Anybody who would like to try and save someone, I would like you to roll me perception or investigation checks.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
Because also, Varys,
I'll try
you're
to.
acting very well, especially given the fact that Argus was one of the people you don't know where he is.
And he knows that, but right now, number one is the injured people.
But there is. Oh, by the way, while we have a moment, I'm going to actually show y'all what you're up against because you would have seen it.
I don't think Amelie is going to roll for perception. She is too distraught right now.
Makes sense. This is the Dragonflight. Idahog, the southern, the scion of the South Pole. Catlotan, the Cyan Devourer. Botenta, the Storm and Cerulean. Gridram, the origin of corrosion. Caedalia, the Knight with Wings. Paldras, the Gale of North Winds, Ristix, the Charfather, Sivern, the Verdant Blight, Vaco, the Rancid King, and Zamondis, the Ravenous Flame. 10 of the 15 ancient dragons in Avalon. The Dragonflight.
Mm.
All right, perception roll. Varys. With a 15, I will say you were able to find someone who's basically on the brink of it. What are you going to do?
Give me a second. I get to them and I pour down a portion of. Because this is the only potion I have. Well, it's just been sitting in my fucking inventory for God knows how long. I pour down a portion of supreme healing down that throat.
Supreme healing. Okay, roll me that. Also, Phil, if you would like to refresh Isaac's page, Drake Siphon's transcended form should be there now.
Oh yeah, I added it.
Weird that it's not adding it to your dexterity score. That's weird. I'll have to see what's going on with that.
I got a 14 perception.
You got a 14 in perception. You also find someone who's on the brink.
So I have mass cure wounds. Is it possible to find multiple people?
Roll me an additional perception check. We'll take the compilation of the two and go from there.
Please. That's an 11.
11. Okay, so 25 total out of 40. You're able to find about 3 or 4 people. We'll say 4 people. Are you going to mass cure
Okay.
wounds them?
Yeah. Mass cure wounds for my last 5th level spell slot.
As you all go and try to help out the bodies, except for, try to help people out, except for Amelie. Who's just sitting there on the stairs. With the worried cries, of everyone around her. Amelie, make me a perception check. 25. Hear someone quietly crying. Alone, by themselves. You turn and look who it is?
Sure, just to see. Sure.
You see Venhana in her dress. And it is now covered in Raudos' blood. On her knees, head in hands, crying to herself. As they have picked up Raudos and rushed him to the nearest hospital. Because the healing magic didn't really do a lot and he's still catatonic.
Amelie just runs back inside. She doesn't say anything. Her face scrunches up.
There's nowhere really inside to go. Y'all are at the church.
She don't care. She's running in.
I mean, we're already inside.
Fair enough. Well, she's going to run. She doesn't want to be in the same room as Venhana.
So then she's gonna walk out of the church.
Yeah. Her head is swimming with so many emotions and thoughts and memories of all of the people that she has met here and lost here. And it's not fair. It's bullshit. And as her breathing starts to rise, her pretty little bridesmaid dress starts to smoke. Little black rings start to form as it burns around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to do something that she hasn't done in a very long time. She is going to throw a temper tantrum in the middle of the streets, howling a banshee as patches of grass and various curtains hanging the shops and streets starts catching on fire.
You will see that people are coming really quickly to put them out as you're doing it.
Yeah, she can probably be heard for a good while. She has no reason to not use thaumaturgy on herself and really make herself heard. She is mad.
And as you walk out into the streets, you see that it wasn't just the church that got attacked. It seems that everything was set up with the control weather spell and everything to have the ships come down from the clouds. And you do see a couple shops in disrepair, but it looks like the church did get the worst of it.
She doesn't really have the mindset to care right now. She is just lashing out.
Mm-hmm.
This goes on for about like 2 or so minutes before eventually she just can't keep screaming anymore and she goes back to weeping in the streets away from the church.
Would you say that you go back to the library
Sure.
or the archive? You go back to the archive and everyone, you don't really notice that Amelie isn't there, but as y'all continue to help out, there were a lot of people who died today. Eventually, you'll find out the toll marks in the hundreds across Thorn. You'll hear before the end of the day that all the world leaders are basically up in arms. What tenuous peace existed in the world, not there anymore. Great age of peace is gone. But as y'all are doing it, you do see two things almost happen simultaneously. Two portals opening up in the middle of the church as everyone is readied with wands, books, swords, spears, and the like pointed at them. Almost simultaneously outsteps Ermos and Leofiel. As the look on their faces looks around, they quickly grasp what happened. Okay, to be fair, that was my bad. As a DM, I wanted to write that because I really wanted to write a red wedding. Sue me. Oh, the Arcanum doesn't hate you at all. In fact, they were proud of your showing in particular, Pod. Amelie's showing there was.
Yeah, Amelie is going to have things to say, but yes, continue.
Well, as the cleanup effort is done, everyone is sent to either the hospital or to their quarters. So that way everything can be discussed on the morrow. Is there anything anyone would like to do with the evening, now that you have it to yourselves?
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody else speak for themselves because
Yeah, Pod, you go last.
yeah, Amelie's got a lot to say.
Mm-hmm.
Is there already like a cleanup effort happening, or like trying to get people out from underneath rubble and such and
People
such?
are already doing that. They're sending everyone else home. They're trying to get like fresh bodies over here to do it, and they're trying to have the people that were there during the attack not be kind of subjected to any more.
Yeah, I'd probably join in with them. I'm not particularly strong, but I'd do everything I could.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Kindless Summer, turn into a tree, and start clearing any rubble.
Okay.
So when Elegant and it was Elegant, right? Not Elegant, sorry. When Amos and Leofield came back, did they come back with the other people that had been banished?
It was just them. They said that they were
Okay.
each transported to a different plane. But they happened to have prepared plane shift spells, so they were able to get back to Abilene.
Lawrence is technically in good shape still, so he's gonna go help with the cleanup and try and lead some groups
Mm-hmm.
in what to do and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Jisaku, what are you up to?
Oh, I'm gonna check in on Maya and Isako and Sakura.
So, about that.
About that?
About that. Say as you get around, you look outside. I would say, well, I forgot to mention this as the lights came back in, and like the wish spell came out. Which, by the way, if you can't tell, the way I do wish is it takes 3 turns to cast, and also you were incapacitated for X amount of days.
I was.
No. That's just whoever casts wish.
Huh.
And from there, you notice that where Rie, Hisako, and Sakura were standing, only Rie is there now. Senpai, where are? Do you see them anywhere? As then you also hear somebody say, "Arrest her!" pointing at Maya, as now soldiers have surrounded you guys.
Razor.
You draw God Razor. Yep. Before the person, say the captain of the guard that is over there now has a blade attached to a metal prosthetic arm that to his throat. Let's say pressed to his throat. Touch her, and off goes your fucking head. She was trying to kill the dragons attacking us as much as anybody else. If any, say I will personally fucking vouch for her as the de facto leader of the Wickermen in Argus's absence. So you better have your boys back the fuck up, or you're gonna be drinking out of a stump. Everyone back up. Everyone back up. And once they have lowered their weapons and have backed away from no, straight up you are not. In Argus's absence, Melina is the de facto leader, you clout chasing goblin.
Bro, what do you mean?
It is
Bro,
absolutely.
everyone calls me the leader of the Wickermen, and then
Yeah, no.
Bro, she's stealing my clout, bro. My clout.
I'm sorry. Did I say Wickerman? I meant the leader of the Watch Point, the leader of the River Watch. That's what I meant to say. So pretend like I said the leader of the River Watch. As the leader of the River Watch in Argus's absence, I will personally vouch for her, and anyone who touches her loses their fucking head. And everybody knows who Melina is, so they know even without armor, she could probably kill all of them. So it's probably not a good idea to fuck with her. So I'm like, yep, okay. As then Melina comes over, grabs Maya, and it's like, you're coming with me. And she like yanks Maya away from you. Wait, senpai, wait!
I'm gonna follow. I'm coming with.
And then she's turning around to you. Her 7-foot ass towering over you and looking down and said, look, now is not the fucking time. I understand she's your friend, alright? I understand there may be something there. Right now is not the fucking time. We have a lot of shit to do. There's a lot of people dead, and there's a lot of shit that needs to happen. You don't think the first thing that they're gonna do is skim after the only Imperial who came with the Imperial delegation that is still here? Now, I need to get her. I need to find Rie. You want to have someone? They will mess with you. No one's dumb enough to fuck with me right now.
Understood.
Gotta take care of her, Josaku. Nobody's touching a hair on her head.
Thank you, Melina.
Absolutely. Come on. As eventually you do find Rie, you do see Rie off the distance running over towards Melina as she is grabbing Maya, and then you see her basically with her other hand grabbing Rie, and they are walking back. Alright. Josaku, now what are you going to do?
I'll help with the effort, my perception roll.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Again, y'all are able to find people. And the more people you find, the more people you save. You end up finding a bunch of the wait staff and whatnot who were kind of on the fringes near the windows, so they weren't hit by the breath weapon attacks. They weren't hunted down by the dragons. It seems like the dragons came in with the purpose of trying to take out as much of the nobility and as many like the guest list as possible. And all of you with theirs doing that. Again, y'all are saving a bunch of them. Again, there were too many like staff to be around, Jose, for me to put them on the thing. There were already enough characters on the map. But yeah, and as y'all do, y'all. Actually, there are two sets in particular that you guys just kind of hear the sobbing from. With your perception rolls, you do look over and see Malor clutching the bisected form of his grandfather. As Masao basically just got him at the shoulder and kept going. The bolide blade with the bottle blade. And Shantis, the newest pilgrim of Mictorlat, holding the body of his father. Wound has begun to spread. I would say the infection has begun to spread, even if his blood isn't pumping.
Can I walk over to Shanti's?
You absolutely can.
I walk over, put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, "I'm sorry for the loss, Shanti's, but now this is the time to grieve. Too many people are hurt, and so it's your doing. You'll have time to grieve once all this is over.
Will I?
You will, or you will be dead. You see your father again."
Fucking kill him. Harcliffe is mine. Is it what you guys didn't hear over there was Harcliffe say to Chantes, well, I wanted to put down your old man, but the chief was just too good a chance to pass up. Good thing my girl Nora here had me covered. For Nora, it was just business, but for Harcliffe, and Varys. That's from Chantes, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I will have time to grieve. The High Chief is dead. As is my father. Half the reason why the clans even kept themselves in check. Or why the tribes even kept themselves in check and stopped from warring at each other. And now they're gonna want a war against the dragon. Let's say against a legion of dragons. Yes, Jose. Yes, Malor's grandpa was Ozykis, the one who got sliced in half by Masao. And as he was laying there dying, like he didn't get the opportunity to roll death saving throws because the dude is merciless, and his sword's ability spawns magic missiles. Pepper, 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 pepper. It burned out of his his death saving throws.
That's so mean.
Again, even in the story, we'd established that Masao is the kind of guy where he cuts off heads first, he asks questions later. He's called the Silver Slayer of Sapphire.
That's just hilarious though, because you can down someone and then cast the magic missile and instantly kill them.
So funny enough, it was actually the fifth magic missile that downed him, but there were 7 total.
Jesus.
First one hit, that's 2 saving throws gone. Second one hit, that's 2 more.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but also again, this is a reason. If you can't tell, that's a character you're gonna have to fight one day. Another reason I told you that part of what his blade does is because, well, you saw it. And you even saw him go to town on the most powerful cleric in the country. Y'all saw the Sterlings at their might, and they were doing a number even on the Arcanum. Granted, the Arcanum was weakened by Raldos being stuck casting Wish, Ermos and Thiel both being teleported out, but they were doing it. And Din, their monk, was taking it to the best swordswoman in the world. Yeah, as you'll clean up. He says, Chantes says, Varys. No, with my father gone, I don't think I will have time to mourn. As he picks up something from Ayuda's body, closes his father's eyes, and you can see in his hand, from your perception roll, there's this sort of Ouroboros kind of badge. Sometime. As he puts it on his side, we're going to help out with you guys. The strangest ones you see in terms of visuals helping out are you're surprised that like there's a lot of one of the guild leaders who were around doing doing it, like they didn't really, most of the higher ups in terms of the nobility left to get squared away. But all the guild leaders stayed, as did their subordinates, as did Chaz. As far as the Arcanum goes, specifically Nerali, the second in charge of the military, stayed. And there is another person who stayed. Illigith. I would say it is Pensy who sees him over on the side, trying his Goliath form, trying to lift up this stone that is currently seems to be on top of someone. It's like, young man, could I get some help?
I'm not very strong, but I could try.
Then call someone who is.
Okay.
Do I see them?
That dude.
I would say with your perception roll, yes, you do.
I'm gonna go up and help them.
Okay, roll me strength rolls. We're gonna do a combined roll.
I can help out if it's strength as well.
All right. Well, then
It's
you see
just
them.
regular strength.
Say what?
It's just regular strength.
Straight up strength. Wow.
I'm gonna rage as
Oh
well.
wait, yeah,
to
you're a
the
tree
offense.
ant. All right.
Okay, I rolled a 17, but I got a -1, so it's a 16.
I mean, still a 16, a 16, a 21. What'd you get, Hedge? A natural 20. These guys are over here doing it, and then Varys, you're like, time to get angry. And then you come up, you basically would like, move. And you flip that bitch into a wall, collapsing it on the other side. Thankfully, no one was on the other side of that wall.
Alright, as soon as we're done, I drop my tree in form and I look at Illigith and I say, get your shit, we're leaving.
Not till everybody's out.
No, we're leaving now. I'm not risking losing you like we almost lost people here.
What do you care?
I care about my country, not about you. Now, either you come alive or I take you as a body.
Fine. If you do not mind escorting me to the Nyrian embassy, from there, the Nyrian, the soldiers here stationed in Springfall, do it. I have to make sure that my wife is okay as well. And we will find Argus. As soon as the government's convened tomorrow, as soon as everyone convenes tomorrow, I am directly calling a mission demanding assistance in bringing him back. Have my word.
Your word literally means nothing to me.
I know, but at the same time, I can still give it. I know you hate me. You have very good reason to. I'm not going to pretend like you don't. Right now, what needs to happen is bigger than both of us. I've got a country to lead, and you have a world to save. Hopefully both of us survive to the end of it. He's gonna saying across. Oh! Oh, you do hedge. Did you now?
I do.
Huh.
And the sending spell does work across planes of existence.
I was
Does
literally
it?
just about. I also have sending as a spell.
Does it now? Huh.
Oh,
Yes, there's a 5% chance for it to fail.
There's a
Hell yes.
there's a sarcasm to it.
Yeah.
Huh. So with that, after that, Varys, Josaku, and Pensy, what are you doing?
can I go up to Mela?
Are you sure about that?
Uh,
I mean, you can if you want. It's just go for it.
okay, we're gonna go up to him and tell him. Cannot offer any words of consolation for what happened, but I can give you a promise. I will bring back to you Masao. And you may have justice for your grandfather.
Whoever actually gave me the time of day. The only one who really. I don't just want his head. I want that fucking sword.
I will bring it to you. On my word.
Yeah. The Amelie, tell her. Saying. And I understand why she did.
I'll
Right.
be sure to relay the message.
Everyone else, what are y'all doing for the rest of the day? It is now basically nighttime by this point after y'all are done helping up the cleanup effort and trying to save as many people as you can. And y'all did a good job. A lot of the wait staff and whatnot, y'all were able to more or less get them out. The only ones that you weren't, say there was basically like half the room that got destroyed by Nirvash's breath weapon. From there was basically no survivors. The only two people that were able to survive the blast were Ulcer and Rosny.
I think what Boris is gonna do is he's gonna go try and find whatever's not destroyed, like a quiet part of town, and he's just gonna sit and meditate.
It started, Varus. Started, Varus.
Yes. Is it bad that I don't feel anything right now?
Some people would say yes. Others would say that it's what you need. Doesn't a day that goes by that I don't remember who we lost in the war against him. I saw the men and women who I bled, sweat, cried, and called my friends for 5 years. Most of them died right in front of me at the hands of that monster. Doesn't get any easier, kid.
No. But there'll be time for tears once it's done.
Right.
And I know what my job is. So that was a reason I was chosen.
Right now you have a friend who, I say, who needs a reverie. Or a new friend that needs a reverie. Have an old one that needs to save his home. Have another that needs to save what, I say, those he considers family. Have one who honestly could just use a hug.
And more people will die.
Yeah. That tends to happen in war, lad.
Well, I'll be
That's what
ready.
the Empire did. They just declared war.
It's
They
a good
have
thing if there's one thing I'm good at. It's being a soldier.
not being a soldier. Being a captain.
Yeah. If you excuse me, Captain, I'm going to see if I can get in touch with my father. See if he's either dead or if we can get to him somehow.
Go for it. Okay. With that, Varys went off to go meditate. Pensy, Josaku, and Isaac, what are y'all going to be doing? If you need to think a minute, go for it.
How long did escorting Illigith to the embassy take?
Say about 30 minutes. Maybe an hour. Actually, Isaac, roll me a perception check. While you're walking down the street where the embassies are, you notice that some of the embassies did get badly attacked. Particularly the Elven embassy, where it looks like the thing was riddled with cannon fire.
You good here, Uniter?
I don't think anyone could be good after what was seen today, but I will live.
Alright, well then, in that case, I'm gonna go help these people over here.
The elves are like, it's more like the cleanup effort is already done. It's more so it's just like you could just see like several holes were put in the building, and it looks like it got more attacked than the others. That's what I was getting at.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is
Wasn't
on the way
injured or
back
anything?
from it.
So nobody's like injured or anything?
It doesn't appear so, or if they are, they're being healed up and whatnot.
No, okay. I guess I'll just keep escorting him then.
Well, I mean, I would say this is after you left the embassy.
I guess I go to the Elven embassy?
Okay. What would you like to do there?
I don't go see if anybody needs anything, I guess.
They're welcoming any help that they can, as that they can get right now. But again, they got probably the second worst of it after the church. They they got kind of pummeled by it. They had a couple people that ended up did. Of course, there were casualties in the attack, but at the same time, like any help to try and like heal anybody up is appreciated. So, would you say that you spend like most of your night there?
Yeah, I'll use I have like some not antiseptic, the thing that takes away pain. What is that compound thingy called?
Anesthetic.
Yeah, I'll use all that
Okay,
to
that's
like
fine.
help people.
Um, next up, Pensy, what are you up to?
I suppose after cleaning up, I'd probably want to see if I can find Jinria.
You find out from some of the guards that they have been taken off to the Kiridusi embassy.
Then I suppose I'd head there.
All right. In the meantime, Josaku, what would you like to do?
Um, I'm gonna walk until I can find a fishing spot. Just fish.
All right. Well, in that case, I would like to get someone we haven't gone to in a while. Pod.
Yeah, give me just a second. Okay. So she is going to, I think, once her emotions have quelled to the point that she can speak at the very least, she is probably going to return to the Arcanum.
I mean, the archive.
Yeah, the archives. She is heaving, still fuming. Her bridesmaid dress is actually pretty blood free. She didn't really get harmed or wasn't near anyone who was harmed during the attack on Nervosh, but her dress is completely burned by all of the heat that she's been exerting.
Hmm?
She is going to approach the first person of authority that she sees in the building.
I would say most people of authority aren't there. The first person you see is Melina dragging behind her Rie and Maya.
All right. Well, uh, she is going to walk up to Melina and she is going to take her Wickerman or Riverwatch badge from her inventory and she is going to slam it on the nearest table and say to her, with Argus gone, who do I turn this fucking thing back into?
Yourself, because I don't accept your resignation. Amelie, the world just went to shit as I went to hell in a handbasket. You don't think I'm scared? Do you don't think these two are scared right now? The fact that they were just caught in something where the country didn't know. Thing is, we have jobs to do. Signed up for this. Protect people. And I know. But I'll say, my condolences for Ozykis. I know it was rough Racho this, and you're a young kid. I get it. I had to kill my first man at 13. But that doesn't mean we just run.
She slides the badge across the table until it skitters off the floor and gives Melina a stern look. She says, I didn't sign up for this. I thought I was going to be giving bandits third-degree burns and then dragging their sorry asses back to prison. I didn't know what I was getting into. If I had known, I would have just stayed home. I wouldn't have been so stupid as to leave.
We're all stupid for thinking we were safe.
Tears start running back down her face as she just crumples in the nearest chair. How many more deaths do I have to witness?
It's gonna be
Our
a war,
homeland,
Amelie.
our homelands want us dead. Girdashield, the Imperial Empire, the Arcanum.
They don't.
We can't trust anyone.
So that one, they would say it's like the Arcanum certainly doesn't want you dead. In fact, they probably want to throw a medal at you for saving their lives.
How can I trust them? How do I know that metal isn't tracking me? I can't trust anyone now.
Yeah, they're not exactly happy about having to figure out about Zorlik. And I'm also trying to keep them from trying to forcefully interrogate these two. Amelie, if you can trust anyone, you can trust me right in the saying, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you have that. She points at Catalyst, and that. As she points at Menagerie. have those will hunt you. They will try and send as many people. They have the shin. Their job is to find people and to kill them stealthily. Even then,
Wait.
countries are going to fight over you. If they find out that you're there, they will hold you prisoner and force you to be their soldier. That's why I'm saying that right now the person to trust is me. The fact that I'm not going to let that shit happen as long as I'm breathing. Okay?
Still weeping. At this point, all she really has as a response is to just reach for Menagerie and start prying it off of her head like it's super glued on.
And with that, you hear, it's not that easy. It's not that easy, my dear. You knew. I say you may have acted like you didn't know what you were getting into, but you didn't know. I say, but you can't tell me you didn't know what you signed up for by the time you got on my.
May I continue?
Go for it.
All right. Yeah, she's gonna just kind of take the palms of her hands and just start slamming against her temples. Shut up! Shut up! I didn't ask for you. I didn't ask for your input. Shut up! She doesn't care how crazy this sounds to Melina.
Oh, Melina knows that you'll talk to gods in your head. Remember, she's basically like Argus's mentee, so like she's heard him talk uh to Tyr before, to Tempest before.
Mm-hmm.
And he's had to explain that shit. Remember, like she's one of the few people that actually understands completely how the reveries work, because again, she's Argus's second in command. So like, she kind of has to.
Yeah, she's just weeping, still holding onto the crown, and she says, "Where are the others? Where's the rest of my team?"
They're back at the. I say they're back at the church, helping to see if they can save as many people as possible. I don't know when they'll be back.
I don't know what to do. Everything is wrong.
No. For now, I would say get some rest. You've been through a long day. We all have. Do the best thing you can do for yourself.
Why are your lives in my hands? I can't protect you all.
No, you can't. Even if a few die, saving is possible is part of our job. I can't save everyone. What I do, I have to get my hands dirty. I've had to slit more throats than I can count. Every throat I slit means there's about have their homes, have their families dragged out into the street and put down like dogs.
She doesn't really have any more words for Melina. She just kind of continues crying. She doesn't pick up the badge off of the ground. I think she's going to cry for a little bit and then look for the party, talk to them maybe one last time. It all depends.
I would say you're waiting there. Okay. Well, let's go back to Pensy for a little bit before we do that. Pensy, you said you're heading to the Kiridusi embassy. They are not letting you in.
Why?
Right now, only official members of the Federation are being allowed inside. Not have Kiridusi citizenship.
Can I just speak to Genria real quick?
What business do you have with the Lady Genria?
I was her +1 to the wedding. I just want to make sure she's okay.
The princess arrived. The lady arrived here in perfect health. She was unscathed in the attack, and she managed to avoid any major injury. Only superficial cuts and things have been inflicted.
Well, if you won't let me in, then
Let me go get someone. Well, roll me persuasion check.
Ooh, my specialty.
Yeah, I know. I
Please,
rarely ever
guys.
do these because I think like certain things like kind of should or shouldn't be like there shouldn't be any more sort of convincing you can do, but I'll let you try it.
Dice don't fail me now. How about a 30?
A 30 gets it. A 30, he'll be like, let me, someone go get the Lady Genria. Tell her that, uh, as I tell her, what's her name?
Pensy.
Tell her Pensy is here. See her. Eventually, Genria is walked down and she runs out, and like throws you, as like gives you a hug and says like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. Are you okay?
I'm fine. As is my father, Raman, and the others.
We managed to escape the worst of it seems. I've been helping in the cleanup and I think I've got to get back to my team, but I wanted to come check on you.
I appreciate it. Um,
I think that there's a chance this may be the last time we see each other for a while. It seems like things are about to get very hectic, and I have been chosen to be a part of something.
no. Save the world. Write the greatest story ever told. Yours.
Well, I'll make sure to make it back and tell that story to you and everyone in the Kiridusi Federation.
Forward to hearing it.
And then he'll just kind of wave goodbye and head back towards wherever anyone is gathering.
You'd say you'd go to the archive. Right?
Okay.
Isaac, about when would you head back to the archive?
Now.
About now? Okay, same thing with you, Josaku, after your fishing time?
Yeah.
Right? And
Once I get
Varys,
a
I'm
good
assuming the
fish.
same? Edge?
Very.
I said I assume that you'd also be heading back to the archive?
He's gonna try to do sending first.
Alright, try sending.
Nice.
Let's go.
I'll be right back while y'all are doing that.
Yeah, I'd
Let's go.
also like to try sending.
I
Well,
just go. Argus, are you there?
How does sending work? Ping me the spell.
It was. I don't have to
Is
spell my
as
25
long
words,
as you're
right?
familiar with the person.
You got 25 words, right? And then they can get back to you. Okay, I'll do 25 words. Argus, are you o? Argus, are you okay? Where are you?
Hold up. Argus, are you okay? Where are you?
What are the next steps? How many words do I have left?
You're at 12. So you have 13 words left.
We are okay.
Okay?
Lot's dead. Lot's dead. How many words do I have left?
8.
What plane are you on?
What plane are you on? 22. Varys. I don't know where I am. All I can see uh is um um I wrote down where he was. I need to figure I need Here. And then I need to do this. Okay. I was on 11, I think. Varys, I don't know where I am. All I see is a long hallway in every direction. I'll say, there's something here. I see books.
And I take that information off the archive.
Right? Everybody going there? Kiwi, who would Pensy like to try and do it to? It's like he doesn't know Argus that well.
Yeah, so this depends on your definition of familiar with, really.
Okay, I mean, would you like to try and contact? You wouldn't have actually known that, so Argus is the only person you would have known, and he would have
Okay.
said, he would have replied basically the same thing.
Then I won't bother if I knew that Varys was doing it.
Okay, well, I'd say everybody gets back to the archive similar times. Amelie, you kind of see them walk in one after another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She is sitting on a chair, still obviously an emotional wreck. Holes of fire in her dress that you recognize aren't from the battle. And not like she wears it proudly or anything. In fact, I think she usually keeps the badge in the
Bag of holding.
in the
Oh, the portable hole.
the badge. I was going to say that she usually keeps the badge like probably obscured anyway in a bag or in the portable hole or whatever.
Hmm?
But if she did normally have it out or had it out in this circumstance, she doesn't have it now. Sorry. Just doing a lot of thinking.
So yeah, y'all see Amelie. I was told y'all had party banner to do. I'm taking a step back. I'm gonna throw my feet up and let y'all cook.
Fair enough. Yeah, Amelie looks at the group very sadly. She says, once everyone is in the room, she looks at them. Tears start welling up in her eyes again, and she says, I don't think I can do this anymore.
I'm gonna give her a hug.
Oh,
I'm gonna join the hug.
oh. Yeah, she breaks down into tears once more into y'all's arms, squeezes you as tight as she can. She
Barris, so you're
looks
not
over
joining
at,
in the hug?
sorry.
Yeah.
Amelie, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
She sniffles and wipes her nose, and she says, I don't know what to do with myself without you all. What am I gonna do? What are you going to do? Feel free to.
I can't speak for the rest of the party. Very much. There's one thing I'm good at, Emily. I'm not like you. I don't have as many talents. But I'm very good at fighting. And I'm very good at it. Right now, the world needs more of me. So I'm more than my job is to fight.
Can you move your mic a little bit closer to your mouth?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, because you were cutting
Yes,
out like
much.
a motherfucker during that speech.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
No, yeah.
Y'all talking
He
to
just
each other.
says, yeah, he just says, yeah. It's fighting is what I'm good at. That's what the world needs right now. I won't be able to help my home if I stay. So I fight near watch. I would love for you to stay with us, Emily, but at the same time, if you feel like you can protect your home and your loved ones better from staying, do that. All I ask is not to, regardless of what you do, you'll always have responsibility. All I ask right now is not to run away from those responsibilities. And by that, I don't mean getting married to Malar or taking over your family's business because that's what your father wants to do. If you want to stay here, I want to see you grow stronger. Do your best to protect this, protect your home, and protect the people you love, including Sunka.
She sniffles and she gets out of the chair, pushing past Isaac and Josaku to rush into Varys's arms and bawl into what is left of his fine clothes that he was wearing. She weeps for a good minute, incomprehensible as she tries to make out sentences. But eventually she just squeaks out, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry I desecrated you. I'm sorry for what I did to your soul. It wasn't right of me. I'm a
I'm a,
druid.
you
I'm
gave me
supposed
another you gave me
Sorry.
another chance at life. You never disappointed. And you gave me a challenge that I now look forward to.
Yeah. Shit, I had something else that I was going to say, but honestly, I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, no, I remember what it was. Yeah, she looks at Varys sadly and she says, "They won't let me leave. Melina said so."
I look over at Isaac and I look over at Jason. I'm not Pansy. If you want to leave, you want to leave. I look at Isaac. I'm sure you'll help me when it comes to not letting Molina interfere with that, right?
Oh, for sure.
And I'm sure it goes to Saku.
I nod.
If you want to leave, Emily, that's what you'll make it happen. And maybe I'm speaking. I should be saying this on behalf of the party, but all I ask is that you continue to go strong and just not run away from what you have to do. Protect the people here.
Nah, I say fuck that. Amelie, you don't owe this world anything. You didn't choose this life. It was thrust upon you. At the end of the day, you got a girl waiting for you back in Kurum. Not a lot of people have that. I think you should just do your own thing, and we'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, she sighs. She thanks everybody. Um, with a very formal nod. She gives a very steep bow to every single one of you. And she goes over to Pensy and she says, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm letting you down. I never really got to help."
No, you don't need to worry about anything. It seems we may be destined to be two ships passing in the night.
She smiles and she also gives you a hug. She's a hugger, and at this emotional stage, she's not going to ask if you're fine with it. She's going in for the hug.
Betsy would be a little surprised, but then he would hug back.
But yeah, she looks to everybody and she says, "Can I at least stay in the bunker one last night with everybody?"
Of course. And
Thank you.
if I may have one last request,
Yeah.
I
Hey,
pull
thanks,
out
monkey.
I pull out the fish and hand it, a reminder of the old times.
Oh my god, now I'm gonna cry.
Oh, dude.
I didn't realize I was muted that whole time. Fuck! This is so cute and adorable. Alright. Well, at the end of all that, everybody gives their hugs and whatnot. Everybody eventually goes to sleep. Amelie.
Can I do
Yeah.
one quick thing before we go to sleep quickly?
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you want to
Just
do?
before we this stuff. I go find Melina quickly.
Okay.
And I quickly go talk to Melina, and I'm like, "Yo, Melina, I talked to Argus. He said he's sending off. Got in contact. He's in a plane. He doesn't know where he is. He's fine for now. He's in a room with a bunch of hallways and there's books. That's all he told me.
Books. And he
He
said
said that
there's
he's sending
something
off.
else there too.
There's something. There's something else there too.
And narrows it down to planes where there would be a library at least.
Maybe Sia could help.
Uh, I'm not asking Sia when I have the Arcanum at my disposal right now. They owe me one for helping to save their asses. So guess what? I'm calling in that favor right the fuck now, and I'm getting my boss back.
We need him.
Yeah. You want to talk about anybody? If you want to talk about some of the people with the most experience killing dragons, yeah, there's a good reason why they got rid of Ermos, Leofiel, and Argus. 3 of the people who have killed adult dragons solo. Yeah, I'm getting his ass back.
And
And
before I
I'm not taking no for a
leave,
fucking answer.
before I leave to go back to the room, I just put my hand on the shoulder and I go, "Rest up, boss, for a long road ahead of us."
Do not fucking call me that. I will stab you. I am not in the fucking mood. I know you're trying to joke. I appreciate it. Not in the fucking mood right
I'm not joking. We
This is
got
a joke
Waterman.
I
I
never
said,
want. This is a job I never fucking wanted. I never want this job. I'm not cut out for this job. I'm much more thinking sneaking past, sneaking doors and slitting throats. I do not have what it takes to be shit. If they would let me, I would have passed it off to someone right the fuck now.
before Varus like closes the door, he just looks at it and he has this like almost dry, humorless smile and he looks at it and he goes,
How's Amelie doing?
he just says before he leaves. He doesn't answer that question because that's for Harmony to answer. But before he closes the door, he just says, Melina, a lot of us didn't have a choice in what we're gonna become. Deal with it. And he just slams the door and walks out.
Yeah, I know, I know. Right? Well, as you all fall asleep, y'all had to know this was coming.
Yeah.
You notice it's empty almost. This time it's an empty, barren, fiery wasteland. With a single being sitting there for it. I'll say with it. Amelie Rotier. Been through much.
Everyone's right.
Oh,
Ooh, sorry.
Oops.
Everyone's right. I could always just leave. I could, but it would be easy. It
It would
wouldn't
be
be easy.
impossible, Amelie. As long as you, Racer, bear Sylvanas' crown, hunted. Nowhere in this world is safe for you. Country will find cool. No city that will hold you. I would say where for you to call home. Not deserve. Much too tasty. Chose far younger than that is a failure on mine. Amelie
Shoot.
Revere, I'm going to offer you a choice. as you hear all of a sudden this thing, as you see like half of the realm in the eye can see encompass, and Sylvanas is now in front of you. No, no, she agreed to it, so she is following up on her end of Kossith. I don't recall asking you, Sylvanas. I don't recall giving a rat's ass as to your irrelevant fucking opinion. As you see this world, again, it's like forest and fire fighting each other. But one of them is winning right now. And it's the very angry Gossip. Amelie Rotier, I offer you a choice. If you take it, no one will remember you. No one will have any memories of Amelie Rotier. Be unexceptional. Will be as if a ghost that never existed. You will never have become champion of the gods, but you will have the opportunity to live a normal life. You will have an opportunity to live away from the madness of war and of responsibility of championing the divine. No, you do not get to do this. This is impossible. You can't do this, Kossith. You think it's impossible because you are a god. Did you forget, Sylvanas? I am not a fucking god. No, 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 no. Be gone. And as he saying, he pushes away from this, and he says, Amelie, this is your one opportunity. If you wish for a life with none of this, I will give it to you. But once it is done, there is no going back.
She pales at this offer, quite visibly so. The thought of no one remembering her, Sarka, her friends, even the people that passed away, their lives will be affected by this. It feels unorderly, but it's a tempting offer. Kosith can sense the vast hesitation, but as she kind of straightens herself up, she gets a little bit more confidence. As she kind of straightens her shoulders, puts her hands formally in her lap, and she turns to the jungle. She turns
Oh,
to
the jungle is gone. The jungle is
Oh.
gone. Like, Kossith basically took the moment, and he used about all. So you could tell he's actually exerting himself to keep Sylvanas out of your head.
Fair enough. She says, I want to have a word with the other one.
Wish. You, as he turns to Kossith, do not get to order me around.
I beg your pardon, but you are interrupting me, sir. I have some news for you. Your beloved collar around my neck is loosening. What do you have as incentive for me to tighten it?
Oh, so the kitty has claws. All right.
Yeah.
Want to know what I have over you? I have everything over you. Your very connection to magic is based on me. Or did you not know that all nature magic flows through me?
She
Everything is because I have created it that way in the world. Nature exists as it does because it is part of my fucking plan. And you want to sit and bow up to me?
I do, actually. You've been nothing but horrible to me. You are one of the main reasons that I'm thinking about doing this. You're awful. She's just having a little temper tantrum at this point. I realize she's being immature, but she don't care.
Oh, one. I can make this thing amicable and peaceful as it has been, or I can make this partnership. She's about as excruciating. The choice is yours. So I take it based on the fact that we're still talking that she did not take your deal, brother.
She.
Something tells me she is still considering it.
There is, actually.
Oh, what's
Sylvanas.
something Sylvanas?
May I
Amelie,
speak?
if I may.
Okay.
Wait, were you gonna say something?
Actually, yeah, I was.
Oh, go for it. You go for it first.
Yeah. Amelie thinks to herself that Sylvanas is right. She turns to Koseth in her mind and she says, "Thank you for this." She's just thinking to herself, if Nervosh takes over Abilene, then that's that's going to affect the gods. And, as mortal as she views them to be, they'll come back soon. Yeah, as mortal as she views them to be, Nervosh would certainly be a problem, especially if they're calling on pitiful little mortals like Amelie Rotier. She also thinks that if she does kill Nervosh, that might give her a leg up on Sylvanas, maybe. A favor, perchance. And she's thinking of all this, too. She's thinking it for both of them to hear. Oh, hi, Phil.
He can hear your thoughts too, don't forget.
I know. Yeah, I said she was thinking it for both of them to hear. So, yeah, she turns to Koseth and she says, "Thank you for being the only person to truly offer me a way out. You have my gratitude, and I know you do not ask for worship. I don't plan on changing that, but you will be in
I ask.
you will be in my thoughts. Um, I am
I already am.
I am
This
going
fucking
to
I'm
I'm
sorry,
going
I
to
couldn't
maintain.
resist. You're gonna what?
I'm going to maintain this mantle of champion. It is a weight that is crushing me, truth be told. I can't protect everyone, I know that. But why does it have to be the people that I care about? Be the ones that I can't shield? Please, I will continue carrying this mantle as long as I can be the shield for the people that I love. Just please.
Have the
I can't.
fires of Kosseth. And because you now know this option exists, I will say that there is something my brother hasn't realized. As Kosseth walks over, and you see him actually walk into the forest area, and you know that like these two. By the way, just for like so Kiwi can kind of get a look at like their physical forms, and that way like he can kind of like have a picture of like how these two look. By the way, these two,
Absolutely.
if you can't tell, they call each other brother. They're not like blood brother, but these two also fucking hate each other because fire and nature.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, they fucking hate each other because also they're two of the most powerful of the immortals, and Sylvanas, if you can't tell, is very much a narcissistic control freak, and Kosseth is the epitome of neutrality. So he's one of the only people that can also stand up to Sylvanas, and he hates that. Like,
Got it.
remember, brother, there is a way to remove you from the playing field. There is a way to remove you from the board. So unless you ever want this young woman to take that choice, I suggest you treat her with more respect. as the rest of us have. Unless you know of a way to insert yourself directly onto Abeline, she is your best opportunity. And you do much better to work with her than to force her to try and work for you. Will pay. As will you, brother.
She looks over
Don't
to
think
Sylvanas
this
and
that your little secret of having the forbidden spell won't go unnoticed.
she looks over
Said
to
it.
Sylvanas.
Sorry, you can continue. My bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She looks over to Sylvanas and she says, I know I'll pay. I'm going to pay eventually. I have sullied my hands with necromancy and so on and so forth, claimed lives that were not
You
mine.
did what?
Oh, you didn't know that? Well, we're not going to talk about that now. We have much more important things to discuss. But as I understand it,
There is
I
not
am.
more important as he slams his staff down. Do you know what you have brought upon yourself? Who did
Yes.
you resurrect?
No one important, anyway.
They had better not be, because when she comes for him, I say when she comes for them, I only hope that for your sake that you are not in the way, girl. There are
I'll be.
powers even older than Kosseth and I, and you managed to piss one off.
I'm sorry, Chad is killing me. I'm sorry. Oh, lordy. Thank you guys for playing with me. Out of character, just thank you.
Yeah, by the way, after a game, I have something huge to talk about with you guys. Pod and I both do. Yeah, continue, Pod.
Yeah, yeah, she basically continues and she says, I am going to pay for what I have done, as everyone is in the natural course of things. However, my payment is going to be a long time coming, I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
She feels a confidence that she hasn't felt in a really long time. She still has, Ozykis, Eutakes, yeah,
Ayuda.
Ayuda, yeah, just freaking the Silver Prince of Jalandis, who she grew fond of in the brief time that she knew him. Just a lot of people that she cared about and thought about are dead,
Mm-hmm.
and that's still weighing on her. But at the same time, like, there's only so much that she can. There's being with the party is probably the best way to ensure that the well, out of character. I don't know about that, but in Amelie's mind, being with the party is probably the best way to ensure the safety of others. As much as she wants to run and abandon all of this and be forgotten about, she would rather be their shield. She would rather be the shield for the people that she loves than to be forgotten about by them. And it's a tough decision for both me and Amelie to make, I'm not gonna lie. But she's sticking around.
Okay. Well, with that, everyone, that is where we'll end tonight's session, as Pod has decided to keep Amelie in the game. With that,
Yep.
everyone on stream, thank you much for watching. Or say everybody in the VOD, thank you for watching that, and thank God it's Friday. We'll see you next week.